Welcome back to ESA Winter 21. My name's MOD366 and I'll be your host for this upcoming run. We are raising money for Alzheimer Fonden. Links to donate can be found below the stream or by putting !donate into the chat. We would also like to thank Koei Tecmo Europe with their newly released game Neo 2 The Complete Edition, Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now it's time for wartab running Pokémon X. Take it away and good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna run Pokémon X. Just really quick, setting my time because that is quite important in the run. While the game is booting, I can let my coach introduce themselves.
Yeah, sure. I'm Garfield the Lightning. Sorry, this is not alphabetical, but I'm Garfield the Lightning.
I'm Etiquette.
And I'm Shenanigans.
Alright, starting the run in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, so I set the time because it's quite important. Later in the run, we set the date to the 14th of February. By the way, happy birthday, Garf.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we closed the incentive a little bit early for the trainer name. If you can confirm, it's... I don't know how to pronounce that.
It should be Vyse still, yeah.
V-Y-S-E.
Okay. I'll put that in. We have to select the girl because that has an influence on the rival's natures. So that is sadly not an option. I picked the blonde one because that's the one I prefer. It's also the one that is easiest to pick. Okay, that's correct. So this game is the first game of Pokemon that got introduced in the 3D format, at least for the main series. So this is on the Nintendo 3DS. I am playing on a new Nintendo 3DS. You can also play this game as well as Auras, which is the remake of Sapphire, and Ruby on the old 3DS. That does not impact timing, unlike Gen 7. And getting introduced with some nice 3D cutscene from the beginning. Going to set my options. Very classic. If you've seen a Pokemon speedrun, it's always the same thing. And I'm pretty sure that we will get comments pretty soon about the bottom screen showing some nice text. So if someone wants to explain that, why this is forced.
Yeah. Basically, there's a feature in this game, if you turn wireless on, called O-Powers, and basically what that means is that somebody else who's playing a Gen 6 Pokemon game can send you these things called O-Powers, and they can do things like increase the amount of prize money you earn, increase the amount of experience points you earn, give you attack boosts in battle. So it's just easier. It's just nice to turn that off, so you don't have to worry about something like that messing up your run. Although the chances of that happening, the chances of somebody actually giving Wartab an O-Power during this run, yeah, they'd have to be like right next to him and have to give him this O-Power. It's pretty unlikely, but you never know.
Hey, I have like 2 3DSs next to me. Okay, now something quite odd. Is that we are going to pick a starter that you would not imagine if you know a little bit about Pokemon speedrunning. And that is that we are going to pick Chespin, which is the grass starter. We do not have an incentive for that Pokemon because even if it's the better Pokemon to pick, it's also not a Pokemon that we are going to use for a long time, which is quite common for grass starters as main Pokemon in a speedrun.
Yeah, I think the only other glitchless speedrun that picks the grass starter is Pokemon Black, and similarly, you don't use it for that long in that game either.
Yeah, I don't think you ever beat a gym leader with a grass starter in a Pokemon speedrun.
So sad. I mean, if you didn't main switch, the grass starter would still probably be the best for the early game. But too bad, it's just not the best for going through. It's not the best choice if you want to go through quickly.
And we are going to have our first rival battle here against Shauna. There are a lot of rivals in this game. I think people criticize that a lot about the game. And she has picked Froakie, which we are going to destroy. Sometimes it's a 3-shot, and that means our Chespin got growled and has bad attack, which we don't want to see here. The stats on Chespin do not matter really for the run. Obviously, the higher the better. But we can pick even the trashiest Chespin, and it's not gonna be a reset.
Yeah, a common theme of this run is the stats on your Pokemon don't really matter, which it makes it pretty nice for speedrunning, because it's just one less thing to worry about.
But don't worry, there are plenty of other things to worry about in this speedrun.
It's one less thing to worry about, though, for sure.
Okay, so you can see that the text advances pretty quickly in this, and that is because we set the text option to fast, which is pretty common. But in this game, the text advances normally at 4 characters per frame when you set that text option too fast, but there's a hidden way to make text go even twice as fast at 8 characters per frame, and that is by holding a button that is A or B. Okay, I messed it up. And that makes the text go twice as fast. I'm holding the L button because I set my options to L equals A, but that also disables some other menuing features, but I think it's just more comfortable, and I think most people do that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
the
the text mashing is really weird in these games for sure, because you kind of like hold the shoulder button and then mash the touch screen and the B button, so it's like really awkward, but it saves a lot of time, so you kind of have to do it.
Yeah, the using L equals A as opposed to just like holding A and mashing B, for example, the menu technique that gets sort of eliminated is you can actually page up and page down in the menu using the L and R buttons, but if L equals A, then it actually even disables the R button. You can't even use that.
Wow, I didn't know
page down.
it was R.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since it was introduced in this game, the increase to text speed has been a thing in every Pokemon game since then. So if you want to speed up your text in your Pokemon Sword and Shield, then you know what to do.
Yeah,
and now we're in the most upsetting part of the game, Caleb getting this encounter.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Oh yeah.
this guy's so lucky.
How do you get this every time?
I know.
Makes no sense.
Fun fact, you have to mash in this cutscene. Even if it looks like an auto-scroller, it's not. You have to mash.
Yeah, is it the same as Oras? Because like in Oras, I know it will advance on its own, but it'll advance faster if you're mashing.
Yeah, the
I
text
think it's
boxes.
the
The text boxes just they clear on their own if you don't hit anything, but if you do hit anything, they clear faster.
Okay.
I don't know why he damaged it. You're just guaranteed to catch stuff on this route.
Yeah, on Route 1 and in Santaloon Forest, catches are guaranteed. And that is quite useful because this run would be quite more painful if it wasn't the case. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but only the first time you come through here. If you come back here later, then then it's just normal catch rate. But well,
That's
there you go.
really nice.
Literally Calum.
Yeah, it's a 20% encounter for Bumblebee, and it's required for the run, so it's nice to get that first encounter.
Yeah, I didn't even get to talk about it, a meme about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, the Bumblebee is normally 20%, and it's the first of a few 20% we have to do in the run, so nice to get that really quick.
But yeah, we have our new main Pokemon.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah. Okay. And this is the first battle where our stats more or less matter, because we beat this Zigzagoon only with 12 speed, which is unreasonably high. Oh, but we get Tail Whip, but we have bad attacks, so it didn't matter anyway. Fine, and it's a 3-shot. It can be a 2-shot, but that is not very likely. A 3-shot is fine.
Yeah, the only other stat on the chestspin that kind of matters is the speed, and it's mostly for actually running away from encounters. I might be mistaken, but it looks like you have decent speed. You have 11 now.
It's alright. Could be worse,
Alright.
for sure.
Yeah, you just don't want to get caught by things in the forest, pretty much. That's the downside of chestspin. It's not super fast. Like if these early fights were all that mattered when you picked your starter, you'd probably pick Fennekin instead. But you really just do not want to face Chespin's final evolution Chestnut later on. So it's nice to pick
so
that.
bulky.
So yeah, very bulky. It has a move that protects itself as well. You just don't want to deal with any of that.
And speaking of run killers, our first encounter on the first tile.
Ha, nice.
And fun fact, a Weedle can actually outspeed a bad Chespin.
Wait, level 3 Weedle can outspeed a bad Chespin? That's crazy to me.
Actually,
a
no,
higher
not
level.
level 3, but the highest level can for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a reply to this, so now I look like an idiot.
Well, I mean, you can get Weedle on the route before the forest as well, and by then you haven't leveled up at all, so it's more likely
Yeah, true.
more likely on Route 2 than it is in Sandalwood Forest.
And
I have
I'm
a fortunate these encounters so far.
I'm
just
getting
bugs.
butchered, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, at least we're not seeing any. Well, I mean, it probably doesn't matter with your speed, but we're not seeing any monkeys, which are the fastest things in the forest.
Calum trying to block you.
That movement's so hard.
Yeah.
This is actually a really cool game for movement. There's a lot of different styles of movement throughout the run, but anyway, first things first, another 30% coming up here.
Yeah, and this is the one fight where you would also never want to pick Brokey, because Brokey literally gets killed by this Pikachu.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So you need to fight like an optional to like at least get a chance at killing his Pikachu. But yeah. Needless to say that I tried and I gave up really quickly on Froakie. Wow, these encounters are actually
Yeah,
Oh.
paralyze as
broccoli
well. Which...
monkey. Please let me run.
Yeah, so when you're paralyzed, you're is it quartered in this game still?
Yes,
I think
quartered in this game, yeah.
Yeah, quartered speed, so it's a lot harder to run, but got away first try, which is nice. Coming up's a pretty cool movement section. There's a couple trainers to dodge, and you don't want to walk in the grass, obviously, because then you can generate encounters. So you're gonna kind of skirt the line, get right into the grass for like 1 or 2 steps, and then get out quickly. But this movement always looks really cool when it's done well. So wartab's gonna show us that perfectly here, with no issues. Just like 1 or 2 steps in the grass, dodge all the trainers.
I hate you, Shen.
Ideally, it's
Just
one tile, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 1 if you do it perfectly.
It's like, yeah, it's 1 on each side, 2 in
okay.
total.
So just no
think.
pressure, just gonna be perfect movement here.
Or is it 3 in
Oh, it's
total?
3.
Oh, look
that-
at that.
That
Yeah,
actually
it's
was
3.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
look at
was
that.
great movement.
Yeah, it's quite nice because if you just keep moving diagonally, that gets you through perfectly.
Yeah,
All
I remember
right.
it's 1 tile for the second trainer.
And I debated everyone because this Pokemon's not actually our main Pokemon. No, we're getting
What?
Well, what gave it
Much-
away?
better
The
The fact that we
Pokemon,
weren't
guys.
using it?
You're gonna run a Farfetch?
That sounds very far-fetched.
Oh,
Thanks,
God.
Wartab.
Man, you had to get that in there, didn't you? Straight away.
Giving you
Speaking of
guys no rest.
Farfetch, can I get a quick donation in?
Sure.
Actually, we have 2 that are pretty similar. We have $10 from Monkey Llama, Queen, and Lycanroc saying, hey, Traumatic Trio here. Just to say, a celery duck hype.
Oh my god, these guys.
And we also have $5 from Monkey, Queen, and Lycanroc saying, Traumatic Trio wishes you luck. Go get that celery duck.
It's a
Smiley face.
leak! What the heck are you guys talking about?
These guys are almost banned in my chat now. It's great. Yeah, regular viewers of mine just annoying me a lot with calling this thing a celery duck. It's not a leak. Everyone who says the opposite is wrong. Okay.
Something to mention about the Farfetch that's pretty nice. It always has a jolly nature. It always has 31 IV speed, so you always get a Farfetch with max speed. The other stats are random, right? It's just the speed that's set.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll kind of get some information on the attack here and there, but obviously higher is better, but usually Farfetch is quite good.
Mm-hmm. And given the damage roll I just got on that Zigzagoon, we're in for a rough ride, I think. Because that looked pretty bad.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
one-hit that Zigzagoon, but that was nowhere near. Also, what's nice about trades in this game is they all come at a set level. In previous games, they would match the level of the Pokemon you traded. So
Yeah, true.
So we'd if that's still been the case, we'd have gotten a level 2 Farfetch, and it wouldn't be that much use to us. But this Farfetch came at level 10, which is very nice because it's already got a really nice flying move. And as you might have guessed, we're in a bug gym right now.
Yeah, it's like
And-
perfect.
Yeah, it just comes along at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm. And another really nice thing about this game is obedience works differently than a lot of the older generations. Pokemon up to level 20 obey you, just right off the bat. And it's, I think, 10 levels per badge. So you'll obey up to level 30 as soon as you get the first badge, so you'll never deal with disobedience in this run. Some of the older games have a lot of issues with that if you try and use traded Pokemon.
Very nice
Even-
for Wonder Trade races as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially.
even Oras is level 10 for the first badge. Like, that becomes an issue in Wonder Trade racing.
Yeah, true, you're right. Kind of weird it's different in XY.
I just saw my attack.
How bad?
The lowest.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's
zero,
cool. We get to
wow.
see some cool strats. That means.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Get to see a move that you rarely get to see in these runs.
Except in Gen 2.
Yeah. Or in Pokemon Shield Dwebble Alt Main.
I love how these facts are just, coming out.
Okay, so this attack doesn't matter unless Vivillon uses Harden, which she didn't.
Ooh, nice.
So we got a perfect battle here, actually, because we didn't even get Infestation, which gives you an extremely slow animation. Okay, we don't have the lowest attack. And we
21 at 12, yeah.
teach Knock Off, which is actually a pretty powerful dark move. Which we just need because we don't hit some things otherwise. Especially electric types. And we got our first badge. This is actually one of the fastest badges you can get in any main series game. And
Yeah.
has to be on a modern game actually, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, don't get used to it. The second badge is a long way away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I played this casually and I was like, did I miss the second gym? I've gone to all these towns and I don't know where's my second gym badge? It's
Well,
quite
the
a ways
second
off.
gym in this is kind of like a fourth gym in any other game. It's just a crazy fight.
Yeah.
And now the
it-
best feature they introduced. Skates.
Oh,
Oh yes,
yeah, I get to use those now.
it's skates are pretty tricky to control. You just gotta kind of get used to it. There's yeah, if you tilt the stick it quickly in a direction, you can get a nice boost, but it's a bit of a learning curve.
Mm-hmm. Something else to mention, the only place in the game that sells X items, which are pretty prominent in Pokemon speedruns, is this town here. And we actually don't buy any X items in this run. You get the 3X attacks and the 3X defends from the shop there, and that's all the X items you use for the whole run. And in fact, I think you just sell the X defense, right?
Yeah. We pick up 1 X speed and 1 other X defense.
True, yeah.
But the X defense, I personally never had to use in my life, so I'm not even sure why I pick it up. I just know that someone had a problem not having them once, so I just
Just skip it this time. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
yeah. If
Yeah,
there's something you guys
skip.
should know is that you should never listen to Garfield the Lightning when it comes to
I just want
daring
to
to
see
do
some
something.
crazy stuff happen.
I want this run to go as crazy as possible.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, welcome to Lumiose, which is, as some people might recognize, supposed to represent Paris because the Carlos region represents northern France. And yeah, we are already in the biggest city where we are going to finally meet our professor, which, if you haven't noticed, we haven't met yet.
The swizzle.
This swizzle.
Oh, beautiful.
Gotta show off immediately.
Yeah, it's a really cool tech with the skates. You hold like an ESS position after going full speed, and it lets you do the little fast movement there. It's kind of awkward, especially when you turn while you're doing it. So some of the movement's pretty impressive with the skates.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you end up losing the momentum that you get from the boost, and you have to like reapply and reboost. But if you just swizzle like that, sort of keeps the momentum.
Yeah, it's sadly kind of easy to mess up, so you end up losing a lot of time when you would normally not have lost time if you just had done it like normally. So there are a lot of places where I will not do it, but when it's in a straight line, it's usually not too bad.
Yeah. There's especially some segments of like really long stretches of movement where it's pretty much like free to do it. So those are the segments you'll see it.
Okay, now everyone's favorite professor. Am I right? We're going to battle him, and this battle is usually fine. We just have quite bad attacks. I'm going to heal, though, because I picked up an extra potion, which you don't normally do, but I'm a weenie. I'm going to save as well, because the fight usually goes right, but when it goes wrong, you don't get his money, because the game lets you lose against him and progress, but he gives you a ton of cash, which we will need just after this battle, actually. So that would be really bad to miss out on. Let me just peek at how bad the range here is. Oh yeah, okay. So this Bulbasaur is only 9 and 16 to die to this area.
Come on, miss the range. Miss it.
But why would you ask?
Yes. Come on, here we go.
Okay, Leech Seed, yeah.
We get to see some unusual niche strats here where we can
Fury
get that
Cutter.
Fury Cutter. Yes, because Fury Cutter got a very nice buff in this generation. It starts at 40 power. And then the second time you use it, it's 80 power. Then the third time you use it, it's 160 power.
Was the
so...
XP
It missed! No! Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my.
I'm so
Wow.
sad. Okay, well, never mind. I guess forget that then. Because if you miss, then it goes back to 40 power.
I'm like,
Good thing
oh
he's
my
saved. Goodness me, this
I
is
think
not
I'm
going
dead
well.
here, right? Oh yeah, I'm.
You could switch to chest spin and die on Charmander, maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's dead.
Oh, I was so excited about Cutter. No. So sad.
Yes, chest spin.
You really wanted that Garf, right? Like,
I did. Wanted it so much. I was like, because I always wanted to do one of my marathon runs, and I don't think it ever happened for me.
but
Oh,
look
well,
at what
the
you
weight-
just caused here.
The weight goes on, but
Oh.
you know, this is a good backup. You know, everything going wrong in the Sycamore fight. I'll take this.
Oh, but imagine winning with a rollout there. Chest spin.
I mean, there's a chance. I tried.
Paralyzed with rollout. Oh man.
I
You'll
totally.
get a little bit
expected to get
XP.
burned here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's nice about the experience in this game is that if you like any participant in the battle gets full experience, so
Mm-hmm.
like, you don't have to worry about your experience route getting messed up if you have to send in another Pokemon and finish it off with that. Then it doesn't mess anything up.
Okay, which star do I pick?
Oh, dang. Yeah, we should have asked chat really, shouldn't we?
Well, it's too late now. I kind of can't wait. This took already a little bit too long. Squirtle is like, if everything goes wrong, better. So I'm picking Squirtle. It's also the best of the 3 stars.
It's not Bulbasaur, so I agree.
Same.
Okay. And I forgot to mention this, but before you might have seen that I got some luxury balls. Those will be useful twice. I'm first going to sell some of them, and the 3 other ones I'm going to keep for the funnest part of this entire run.
Yeah, you kind of have to rush money early on in this game, because there's a TM shop here, and you don't come back to this town until, like, after the 4th gym. So you really need to rush the money early to get the TM, and it costs 10,000, so it's kind of hard to get that money this early in the game.
And it's a very broken TM to get so early on, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is basically the reason we don't need X items in this run.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
move that a lot of Pokemon learn as well. I think you teach it to every Pokemon that we use, right?
Yeah, every Pokemon that we use has it. Like Lucario already comes with it.
Oh, it comes with it, right? I forgot about
But
that.
even if it didn't, we would
We
absolutely
would
teach it.
Chat's
Nah.
freaking out. What TM is it? What are they buying? Why is it so
I don't know
good?
if it would be worth it on Lucario if you didn't already learn it.
Oh yeah, with Power Punch, maybe not.
No, you'd absolutely teach it.
Yeah, you definitely.
Just punch everything and get your boost.
I was like, why am I in this bag? Now I remember why.
Oh yeah, you have to heal.
Yeah, we're down a potion already, which you are not usually at this point.
Mhm.
And I picked up 2. I
Yeah.
had 2. Normally you only have 1, and I already like
And Sword
a
Stance.
PB attempt would have died here. Yeah, sword stance. Sorry.
Yeah, just boost your attack by 2 stages. So it's even better than X items, because in this generation, X items only boost by 1 stage. And it's really nice to just, effectively double your attack as soon as you use it the first time. It'll be useful in pretty much every fight.
And it's also way faster to use than an item.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
you'll see how fast new moves like Sword Stance are in this game. There's like the text just prints so quickly. It's
Mhm.
really nice to use.
Yeah, it sometimes prints too quickly, so you don't even know what happened to you.
It's also kind of nice because it's usually faster to use Sword Stance than attack, if that would take a KO, instead of attacking 2 times. So a lot of the time you'll use Sword Stance and then one-shot something instead of, attacking 2 times. So there's a lot of decision making with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, another thing that goes into that, I guess, is that critical hits in this game don't no longer deal twice the usual damage. They only deal 1.5 times the usual damage. So, you can't even say that, oh, if I didn't go for Sword Stance and went for the 2-shot, I might get a crit and KO in some cases. So that kind of
Right, yeah.
makes the decision easier for you.
Are criticals 1 in 16 in this game? I actually forgot.
They are, yes.
Yeah, they still are.
At least we think.
Until we're told otherwise.
Count how many times wartab is critical throughout the run.
And don't include the next battle. At least when I use it.
Yeah.
Doesn't count for stats.
Yeah, true.
Hello, Lucario. This one seems pretty interested. Not sure what that is all about.
Maybe foreshadowing or something, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It really likes your Sword Stance TM. It's like, yeah, I could use that.
And this was a prime example of me messing up Swizzling and losing quite a bit of time.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why, but and
Yeah,
we're
it
already
didn't hold
teaching
far enough.
sword stance. Yeah, already teaching sword stance for this battle already. And Farfetch'd learns it, which is another good reason to use Farfetch'd instead of whatever starter. I
Yeah.
actually I think
I think Chessman does learn it.
yeah. Don't mind me.
We'll never know. It's in the PC.
Yeah, I think Chessman learns it, but if you use Chessman beyond this point, I think you might have. Well, I mean, you have. I did try and root Chessman past this point just to see how much slower it is, and it was like about 45 seconds slower than Farfetch'd, and needed much better luck. So, yeah, not a good time. You have to hit all kinds of rollouts. It's bad.
Yeah. This fight's kind of interesting. Both of you have sword stance, so, you know, Gierno knows about the shop, apparently.
He's almost a speedrunner.
Has the correct strategy, yeah. Just not using a good Pokemon. He's doing an alt main run.
Yeah.
We just ruined.
Okay, so my scuffed movement kind of has an impact on the trainer cycles here, so I'm kind of scared to hit optional trainers. So I'm gonna take this slowly.
Ooh.
Yeah, that guy he passed to was like, going back and forth, has a Kadabra.
Where's the guy?
So you just... Alright. Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
Scary stuff.
The
We
routes
made
in
it.
this game are so hard. Like, there's a lot of difficult movement in this game. Because the trainers just kind of come out of nowhere sometimes. That kid hits me like every other trade alt main run, I swear.
Getting a money item immediately because we need to spend our money
Again.
again.
There's also a hidden ether in that bush that we don't get because there's actually because when you pick up an item, you kind of do the little pickup animation, and later on we'll be able to skip that, but we can't do that yet.
This is the first place you can buy repels, I think, right? Or it's after the first gym.
You can, they're tied to how many gym badges you have, so you can buy them after the first gym, but you kind of need all the money you can get.
Yeah, you'd also have to watch a cutscene if you enter that first center.
Yeah.
And we already spent all of our money.
Yeah.
And there's a good reason for that, which we are going to show later. But first, we're going to profit from the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day, which was 2 days ago. But it is important for this game. Yo, can you like stay there? Thank you. And that is this NPC here gives us 5 sweethearts instead of 1. And sweethearts are extremely useful for this run, as they raise friendship.
It's really interesting you get extra sweethearts on Valentine's Day. I always thought that was interesting about this run.
There's also another day that you can set the calendar to. That's I think the 14th of March, and
That's
that's
right,
like
yeah.
White Day in Japan, which is
Yeah.
like the
Ah.
equivalent of Valentine's Day.
Well, it's like I believe in Valentine's Day, it's more when the girls give chocolate to the boys, and in White Day it's the reverse.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's the day I set when I do runs because my birthday is on Valentine's Day, and there's a nice cutscene whenever you enter a Pokemon Center on your birthday that you really don't want to sit through every time you do a run.
Having to change your birthday for speed runs.
Yeah.
Have to like call a doctor or something, get that figured out.
But yeah, that's why you can see that Garth is a very honest man, because he even
Can't-
tells
can't-
this console his actual birthday.
Can't lie to Nintendo.
Guys, do we have time for some donations?
Absolutely, especially
Wonderful.
now.
We have $50 from Rosmo without a comment, but thank you very much nonetheless. We have $5 from Sheepye saying, "Hi wartab, I'm not your biggest fan, but I still wish you luck. I hope this is a deathless run." And we have $5 from Cool Bird saying, "Everyone say hi to Poplio." Here, I'll start. Hi Poplio. Thank you all for your wonderful donations.
Hi, Poplio. By the way,
Hi,
it's
Poplio.
728.
That's
the
a
Dex
Milwaukee.
number.
Hi, Litton.
Wartab probably knows more than 1,000 Poplio facts, if I were to guess.
Yeah. 40 base speed. That's an easy one. Okay.
You could probably make a reasonable. We could probably say 40 base speed to like pretty much any Alola Pokemon and have a reasonable chance of getting that right.
Wow.
Might be a little high, actually.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, to mention, the reason we needed to be, broke coming here was you have to pay $1,000 to get into the castle. So we skipped that by not having $1,000.
The way you say like $1,000 make it seem like such an exorbitant place.
1,000 Poké dollars. This isn't like DLC or anything. This is.
Like Nintendo just demands like just put your credit card details here. Enter Pokémon Palace.
That would be hilarious.
You only get to play the first 30 minutes of this game, unless you pay $1,000 or on.
I mean, sometimes they listen, so don't talk too loudly, please. Alright, so we saved the Furfrou, which was clearly stuck here and needed our help to get out. Going to get one rare candy, which is very useful to raise friendship and other things too. Okay. And now we're going to enjoy some fireworks. And some nice landscape as well.
Can't believe there's a perfectly reasonable path right there and you just ran on the grass. What a hoodlum.
I'm sorry. Does that
Looking
actually
pretty
make you upset?
interesting. Oh, that was a cool guy behind that guy. I never knew that. Cool thing about this game, there's actually an Amulet Coin available. It's one of the best held items in the game, but you just get money thrown at you in Pokemon X. You're never short on money in this game. So we can skip the Amulet Coin. I feel like a lot of other speedruns would probably grab it if, this were in an older gen, for example.
Yeah, that might actually be the case. Honestly, I don't know too much about items you don't pick up in a run. Shen is responsible for knowing that. Like the living Bulbapedia.
I know there's a revive in Pokémon Palace that you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to pick that up now?
You've already, I mean, it's outside. It's like all the way on the right-hand side of the garden.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird items out there. There's a guard spec too that's sometimes useful.
We also
I'm fine.
skipped HMO on cuts. How could we?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
We have a Farfetch. Isn't that its life purpose?
Yeah, that's his thing.
Cutting bushes.
Why, that's it.
100 base power when it's holding a leak.
If
Oh, true.
And we're getting Poke Flute and also the best TM ever, Protect. Very useful in speedruns.
This game has a lot of very good TMs, I've kind of realized. You just get a lot of very good moves between the shops and what you're just given.
I mean,
I feel
even
like
after
returns usually pretty amazing.
after Gen 8, even I mean any TM is good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
except in the Shallow Pokemon Center, there's nothing good there.
Oh. That's not true, Garf.
What do you say?
Hey, we can have a word about that later. Oh, nice. I think I'm just gonna not swizzle. I think I'm just a little bit too nervous for that.
I expect the beach swizzle and the tower swizzle, though.
Yeah, Tower Swizzle is free. We'll do that.
By the way, this route's a lot harder than it looks. It's very awkward to not hit those trainers.
Yeah, there's also some bushes that, if you get too close to them, you have get encounters that jump out at you. That you want to avoid. You can avoid them if you stay on the path, like a non-hoodlum.
I think Gen 5's kind of when it started, but there's a lot of encounters in this game that even if you're repelling, it's more about if you hit a shadow or if you hit a shaking bush the Pokemon will jump out at you. So even if you're repelled, you'll still have to deal with encounters sometimes.
Yeah, and even if you're repelled, you can get like encounters in Rock Smash rocks, which adds some stupid variance to these runs, which Speedrunner doesn't want because an encounter wastes about 16 seconds in Gen 6.
Yeah. Luckily, there's only one Rock Smash rock in this game, but I think there's like 2 or 3 in Oros, and that's a pretty big annoyance.
Yeah, there's one you hit twice.
Or you could hit once.
With the slower movement.
And take
Well,
a 15-second and time it.
It's a 10-second, so it's actually faster if you get the encounter.
As you can see, Eric and I do not agree on this strat.
Consistency.
We need a bid war, and we'll just know by the end what the correct play is. Rock Smash versus backwards Route 113.
I mean,
That's
if you
one
ask chat, it's always play risky. Sorry.
That's what I find cool about Pokemon games, though. A lot of the strats that you can use are like very marginal, and you'll see different runners do different thing, different like perfectly valid things across these games. That's one of the things I find really cool about these games in general.
Yeah, there's sometimes not really a right answer, and the right answer here though is to save.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This fight's so scary.
This is another one you can lose, but you don't want to.
Yeah, the experience makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You don't do a lot of fights in this game, like kind of early on. It feels kind of underleveled for a little bit. We're about going from like cutscene to cutscene.
Yeah, like we've probably just blown past about 20 optional trainers between Lumio City and here.
Yeah, and that's probably why Grant feels so difficult. You're just so underleveled compared to if you just fought half the trainers on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my complaints when I ran this was just like how stop and go it felt in the beginning, because you're like constantly getting stopped by tutorials and stuff, not by trainers.
Yeah.
And so like it feels different than like maybe some of the other Pokemon games that I've run. But like they said, the side effect of that is you're pretty underleveled. Like even your partner here is level 16 and you're only level 14.
And this is with traded experience as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see later that we are actually underleveled compared to what the game expects us to be. Because we will get encounters despite repelling, which is only something that happens when you are the level or below the level of the wild encounters that you will get. Okay, up until this turn, this battle was actually good.
Oh, static, unfortunately. That was 3 out of 3 statics for Pikachu. Well done.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't even notice that.
Just paralyze everything.
I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of static in this game. It probably is the most static I've seen, at least.
And the other Pikachu got static too. You're 4 for
true.
4 on statics.
4 for 4 for Pikachu.
I'm
Though
surprised.
it did take 3 turns for the first Pikachu.
I'm surprised that I actually one-shot this Flababy.
Yeah, that was really good.
I pick up this PP up, which is going to be useful later because it's a vitamin and could raise our friendship as well.
Yep.
And since we got static, I'm going to heal here, which is quicker than using a paralyze heal.
And it's free.
And healing our HP, and it's free, absolutely. And it's quicker than another free heal we can get because there's less text boxes.
Yep. Gonna go out of the way a little bit here for another vitamin. There's kind of a little maze to the left, and there's a HP up hidden in it.
Yeah, and it's really easy to mess up if you're going too quickly, so I'm gonna take my time.
Oh yeah. This section here, and I mean, like we've talked about it a bunch, but like the movement in this game is really, really interesting because, you know, you have the skates, which are really the only way that you can move like outside of the grid-based system. Like you can see there when he hopped off the skates to go through the grass because the skates are slower in the grass than walking. You know, he was stuck on tiles. He was moving either diagonal or up, down, left, right. But when you're on the skates, you can sort of do this more free-form movement. And so there's a lot of like interesting movement decisions you have to make. Like, do I hop off the skates? Do I stay on the skates? what is my direct path to like talk to this trainer, because you can talk to people diagonally, but unlike Oras, you can't like be faced up and talk to them diagonal. Like, it's very interesting movement. And then once you get the bike, it kind of goes out the window because the bike feels more natural, but you still have the whole diagonal movement and stuff indoors because you can't bike indoors. Thanks, Professor Oak.
Also, quick question: Are we memeing the Death Warp coming up, or?
Well, not
Thank you.
anymore.
Thank you,
Okay.
Emre.
just wanted to know if we were doing that or not.
Okay, yeah, no.
Alright, important piece of lore that we missed earlier. Your mum in this game is actually a Rhyhorn racer. We're about to witness the intensity of Rhyhorn racing firsthand.
And the power of repels.
Or maybe
lack
not
thereof.
the power. Yeah, lack of power.
So I can feel my heart rate raising already.
Oh, so fast! Look at the speed. Oh, the turns.
Good thing there are rocks to stop us a little bit, because I'm like that is just way too fast.
It gives your brain time to catch up.
I can't believe you're going this fast with the cliff right there. Like, you might fall off.
I'm surprised, like, your skeleton isn't flying out of your body at that speed. Going like speed of light there with the Rhyhorn.
Like the mock bike over here.
Oh no. Did my I think
Yeah, I think your capture froze a
Oh,
bit.
your
Yeah,
capture froze, yeah.
Whoa, there's a sand eye.
Whoa.
I think I have to restart the capture software.
The game couldn't handle the speed you're going.
It's just catching up. It'll be back in like a minute or two. He's just walking through the route. We can kind of hear him in the background.
Yeah, but no, it closed the captures. I really hope this works, because oh my god, that never happens to me when I actually do runs. Good thing. Oh my god, I'm just gonna.
So you could say that's never happened before, correct?
Hey.
Oh
No.
no, that is.
He said the thing.
That is actually bad.
Oh, look at that. Wide boys.
Oh my god. How do I fix
You didn't
this?
split it. You didn't split it.
There,
Yeah,
okay, that's well. Now we've got
This
two of
is
the same
close.
screen.
we're getting close.
I like this
Yeah.
better.
So, something to mention: he has to go quickly through this section because he's trying to make like a time-gated event in a little bit. Yeah, saving for these encounters because they're scary.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't-
like, super required to make the time gated event, but it's helpful.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
fix this without closing OBS.
And yeah, you can't avoid these encounters even with repels. even if you're
The
high
bottom
level.
One
source.
sec, guys, don't talk over tech,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
Oh, sorry.
You could try, right-click in the bottom window and then just changing it to another source and then changing it back. Three encounters? That's it.
God, it's another Lunatone.
All Lunatones too in Soul Rock.
Soul Rock,
This
Lunatone,
segment's really
Lunatone.
annoying.
Okay.
We're all level 70.
Nice,
Thank-
there you go. While he wasn't looking, he managed to run from 2 Lunatones and the Soul Rock.
Yeah, casually.
Just
Yeah,
no
those-
big deal.
Yeah, those guys are very scary, especially Silrock because they can trap you with Fire Spin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so sometimes you fail to run, then you get trapped, and then it's just awful. But three encounters is
Three shadows ain't
okay.
bad. You can get between 2 and 5 on doing what he did to get Shadow Claw, which we will see much later.
Okay, I think we're good. Did I just save? I don't know.
You did.
You saved in the cave. I don't remember if you saved for this one.
I think I
Pretty
just
sure you
saved.
saved like just now, yeah.
Yeah, because I
Perfect.
need to save because my attack is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I will sword stance twice here because the Zubat is less than 50% range if I. Okay, yeah, okay, this is 3.
Yeah, the Zubat also has confusing moves, and the way confusion works is you attack yourself with a 40 power physical move. So if you boost your attack and then hit yourself in confusion, it's just really bad. So you need to make sure you take out the Zubat in 1 turn, not 2.
Absolutely. Yeah, that range was bad. Maybe someone can explain what a range actually is, because I don't think we've mentioned that yet.
Yeah, sure. Whenever you whenever you do an attack, you like when it does the damage calculation, it gives you like a number for the base damage, and then that number is multiplied by a percentage between 85% and 100%, and you get so that gives you 16 different. Well, they're not all different, but you get 16 damage rolls, and so when we talk about ranges in terms of like something over 16, then you know that's what we mean, like the number of the damage rolls that would have dealt enough damage to KO something. And with low attack, that Houndour and that Zubat are both ranges.
Okay. Gulpin, cooperate, please. Okay, now poison me, please. I don't want to get put to sleep. Oh my god, the double yawn.
Yeah, this fight's kind of annoying because you want to get poisoned. And this Gulpin sometimes just doesn't cooperate at all.
Yeah, and he can be, or she can be kind of dumb in that, you know, you can use Yawn, which will put you to sleep the next turn, and then poison you on the next turn, which blocks the sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get lucky enough there.
Okay.
And another reason why it could be nice to be poisoned is I think the electric has static, so
That
luckily we
one
didn't
doesn't.
see
That
it.
one.
No.
That one's okay. That one's
Ah,
fine.
that one doesn't. Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna save here because I have enough defense to live a brick break, but not a double target. And since I'm not poisoned, this could be annoying. So I'm going to try and make this a fast fight.
Yeah, this fight is scary because even though the Scraggy has the lowest possible attack it can have at this level, it's still absolutely terrifying because its Brick Break is a really powerful move. It's pretty high level compared to Farfetch'd, and it has an ability that boosts its attack that KOs something. So it can be pretty scary.
Okay, Esper making use of its good AI by using Light Screen here against 2 physical attackers. Okay, I'm taking back what I just said. That is actually pretty okay, especially if I get Brick Break now.
Ooh. Yeah, this could be interesting.
All right, all right.
It's also nice getting the level to just be a little bit more safe. Nice.
All right.
Oh, beautiful.
That was a very good fight, given the situation.
That's what you want.
That is exactly why I didn't heal.
Mm-hmm.
That is perfect. That is like something that you would probably do in a world record attempt more than a
Yeah.
marathon run, but
Yeah, yeah.
But you
You
want to show some
can
cool
lose
strength.
that fight, I believe, so it's not a huge deal. And
no.
we,
if you
No,
lose it,
your Pokemon can faint, and then Kalem can finish the fight for you, but it takes a long time.
and
yeah, that's
usually
what I mean.
it usually doesn't work either. Like
Yeah.
this is why I gave up on Froakie completely.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Kalem does not kill the Krogunk turn 1, you lose.
Yeah.
And he never does that. He always light screens turn 1, like 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, given that the opponent was at low HP, it was like possible to continue, but it would have just been annoying and time loss.
Okay. Speaking of time loss,
Where
got-
are the shadows?
none there.
Man, I feel like I never see them these days during these
Oh
runs.
my goodness.
Yeah, this is one of those places where you could get an encounter as like a shadow on the floor if you went over it by accident.
Yeah. At least there's a quick shadow outside.
Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad.
Ooh, it's a Rhyhorn. I wonder if he will run from it or try to catch it. Or
I mean,
attack it.
Rhyhorn's pretty fast, as we saw. I don't think
Yeah.
you can run from this.
Okay, Leer, interesting. Oh no.
Unlucky.
Oh no, I died. Wow, whatever will I do? Well,
Oh,
GG, time, Kappa. Okay, don't time, please.
Oh,
Okay.
look, it's that Death Warp we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, remember when I went into the Pokemon said nothing about it so you don't notice? Well, that's why I did that. Alright, now we get Rock Smash, which is going to be useful later on to get an encounter.
Okay,
And
well, we were joking about Rhyhorn this whole time, but it got us back to that center lightning fast.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
We were just right back.
yeah, it even set up on us to deal more damage with Fury attack.
Okay, there you go. When the chips are down, you can count on Rhyhorn to get you to where you want to go.
That candy grab. That candy is hard. It's not easy to find sometimes.
Just in the middle of the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
just
then
gotta
I-
click it.
And then I bonked into the wall.
Bonking the walls, no swizzle, never mind, I'm not impressed anymore. I was. This trainer also hard to dodge, yeah. I'm not even mad about the movement.
Like,
That
yeah,
trainer's not
that's one of
easy.
those awkward places where the movement may not be the most difficult, but the camera does no favors for it.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Look
go,
at this
Shen.
cliff.
I gave you some swizzles. I hope you're happy.
I am back to being impressed.
Because those are the last ones you will see. 'Cause we
I'll
got
see one more.
Power.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
don't swizzle in the tower, I'm gonna unfollow you immediately.
That's
You don't-
tempting. No more Shen in my chat.
You don't
Damn.
swizzle in the desert route.
Ooh, true. Great healing items here. So the pops heal more than the super potions, so and they're cheaper. So amazing item to grab.
And they're just right there in the middle of the of the
Yeah.
town as well. You don't have to go inside or anything.
That spinner took a while to turn.
You don't even have to buy multiple, too. It's like, I'll buy one, I'll buy a dozen.
Yeah, just so nice grabbing those. Yeah, that spinner kind of threw off the timing there.
I mean,
This
that's,
route's very awkward.
I would probably buy a dozen every time. IRL,
Mhm.
to be honest. Okay,
This
so
route is very important.
yeah, this
for
is
a couple reasons.
this is where all the runs die.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're good or bad, this is where
we
you're
were
gonna
able to hit a
reset.
20. We were able to hit a 20% first try, on route 2. What are we feeling for route 10?
Yeah, please game.
Oh,
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 look at
come on,
that!
come on.
Immediate.
Please.
one more 20%.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
So you just have to chuck balls. Damaging's never worth it, and we are obviously trying to catch this Pokemon.
Yeah, because it
Oh,
just does so much
hallucinating.
damage to you.
Cut off, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we, should
we
cut
all
off the
forgot about
hallucinating.
that.
We all forgot.
It
Yeah,
just happened so quickly.
Okay.
It was so fast. I was gonna call it as soon as we started looking.
Yeah. Well, good thing you cut off now, I
Wow.
hope.
Nice. We
okay,
actually caught
wonderful.
it too. Good job, Wartab.
That's ridiculous! Can we switch to a PB attempt?
The
It's like-
Did I
it's
just
like
say no
Charizard
to
fight.
naming it? No.
It looks like it's still Ica.
You can always nickname
Oh,
it at the end.
yeah, okay,
We'll
okay,
ask you after.
What is the nickname?
The nickname is Aika. A-I-K-A.
A-I-K-A?
K-A.
Yep.
Like this?
I'm not seeing it yet.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Oh, sorry.
correct.
Alright. Well, that's kind of upsetting because normally this is a big meme. What? What do I do? I have time for double. No, I don't even have time because it's like just way too early, right?
I don't know.
You lost a lot of time to the Sycamore fight.
Did you
so
do
maybe
59
your
or
time.
57?
56. That
You
is
could
too.
go for it, I think.
That's I.
Let me
that's-
check.
No, it's like. Nah.
Yeah, that'll be fine, right?
I'm gonna take my
You should
time.
be
I
fine.
think.
This is close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can get the double massage, I reckon. With
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so
That-
what we're talking about here is we need the clock to roll over past midnight after we do something and before we do something else.
Ooh. Okay.
And-
Hello.
There's like a window of I
Ooh.
don't know how long. And that is a
Naughty
very good
nature.
Halloween.
That is a
Holucha.
naughty Holucha. Plus attack minus special defense, which is that the best? It's probably one of the best.
Well, you don't really want minus special defense, but
Yeah, the plus attack's really good.
yeah.
Teaching a bunch of moves here. There's actually 2 different strats you use on the Holucha based off what level you catch it at.
Yeah, it's like it's not just a flat advantage to catching a level 20 Holucha, because a level 19 Holucha has Karate Chop, so you don't have to teach the Rock Smash TM to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really interesting how both have like their benefits, even though you would usually just assume the lower level one is worse.
Yeah. Can mess you up a bit though when you're doing runs, because the moves
Yeah.
are in a different order.
Uh-huh, yeah, it's really weird how the movesets are still in a different order every time. Okay, grabbing a massage, a
Okay,
little bit
what-
more friendly. So
Worst
that's-
massage, but we'll get another chance.
Mhm. Yeah, the massages aren't required, but they're very helpful, especially if you get a good massage. And if you're wondering, they boost your Pokemon's happiness when you get the massage. I think that one's +3 normally, right?
That
plus
is-
the worst
fi-
one. I'm not
the,
pretty
the
sure.
worst one is +5, I think.
Oh, it's +5. Wow.
Yeah,
And
the best
then-
one is +20, I think, or 40 even.
Yeah.
What was it?
So we caught the Holucha in a luxury ball, which doubles all the happiness. And we need to have a Pokemon with maximum happiness at some point during the run to get an item. And obviously the Holucha is the best choice for that because we're going to use it and we can catch it in a luxury ball. So we're kind of calculating the happiness throughout the run. You start with 70, and that means we need to gain an additional 185 happiness throughout the entire run. So the massages are a good way to do that. In theory, you could get 80 happiness just from the 2 massages if you get kind of crazy.
Jeez, really?
luck, but-
Wow. Holy cow.
Because, yeah, 20 for the perfect massage times 2 times 2 would be 80.
Time to teach return then.
I mean, maybe
kidding.
that would be a strat. Just reset for double perfect massage, right?
Oh,
After already catching Holucha.
my lord.
This
But yeah,
fight is
this,
bad.
this guy is just like what shapes all the early game routing. His
Mhm.
his Pokemon are like just so much higher levels than anything you can get at this point. And he leads with a Pokemon with basically a 117 power Ice type attack before same type attack bonus. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, this might be the strongest move that's on any of the first like 5 gym leaders in any Pokemon game. It's on the second gym leader.
Yeah.
It has takedown, which and also has the glaciate ability, which
Refrigerate,
makes it
yeah.
an ice type move, or refrigerate. Yeah, so it's ice type takedown. It gets a 1.3 boost and a 1.5 boost for stab. It's already a 90 power move. So it's just disgustingly strong.
Yeah. and
Luckily,
to-
4x weak to fighting.
Also,
put
I
the-
totally forgot to equip my Oranberry.
No, you did. I saw you equip it.
You equipped
Yeah,
it.
but to check my ability, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I did not check the ability either.
I think I'm
who-
gonna check now.
Yeah, it might be worth. Holucha has 2 different abilities. Unburdened is one of them, and when you use your held M in battle, you double your speed if you're unburdened. And
Ah,
Limber,
okay.
unfortunate.
That's right.
It's not- it's not unfortunate.
Limber is good. Limber is good for later as well.
Yeah,
They've both
yeah.
got their upsides.
For this fight, I meant it's unfortunate.
Yes, for this
Gonna have
fight,
to
you-
heal there.
For this fight, you can do a cool strat. You can you can just go for the KO if you have Unburden. You're
Yeah.
eating a berry.
It's a bit annoying being slower on this fight too, because this thing just tries to flinch you with all its moves. Really annoying.
Yeah, it's like just awful.
Yeah, please hit through.
But yeah,
And-
to
Yeah,
kind of
sorry.
put into perspective real quick how broken that level is. So we went to basically the route after this town. Like, we're not even supposed to go to that route yet. You can, obviously. But, like, we went to the route after the town and got a Pokemon that was 6 levels lower than him.
Hmm.
Like, it's just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a consequence of this game letting you skip so many fights, really.
Yeah, I feel like if you just kind of played casually and fought, you know, a couple trainers on every route, you'd be pretty reasonably leveled, but we don't because we're speedrunning. So you're just way
Yeah, I mean, people
leveled.
just, people say that this game is easy just casually. You hear it all the time, really.
Yeah, I agree.
But for speedrunning, like just to find a way to beat the second gym leader is just another story.
Hmm. Oh, nice. We did get the double. Perfect.
Yeah, it crossed over midnight exactly during the battle. So that's perfect.
Yeah, so 2 massages just gets you a little bit of extra happiness. And like we said, we usually skip trainers, but not today.
Not today. Say hello to Masquerain.
Yeah, so need a little bit more experience. There's going to be a fight coming up that has 2 Lucarias.
Oh no, it rolled Intimidate. We have to set up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this thing always has Intimidate, so you do have to set up to be able to KO it.
Yeah,
You're getting a little
even-
bit low on HP, that crit. That's a little bit scary there.
It's no! I got crit by Gust.
Oh, really?
That's so unreasonable.
Did you save?
No, I didn't. But you got ultra baited, guys. Thank you for assisting me in that, Chen.
I ruined your first one as a meme, so I figured I'd like have the second. Yeah, anytime you see a Pokemon speedrunner like enter a center, do nothing, and leave, generally it's setting up a death warp. So if you noticed earlier, wartab entered the Geosenge Pokemon Center to set up a death warp here, and that skips, is it 3 team player fights?
2 with 3 Pokemon, I think, in total.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot. I know there's a lot of like Pokemon you have to KO, so it skips a lot of battling on the way up.
There's notably a Golbat.
Yeah, they're like hard fights too.
Yeah, I think there's an Electrike, and that one does have static. I think. It's been a while.
Yeah, anyway, this is a typically pretty scary fight. You have to fight Karina here, and they really just kind of throw 2 Lucarios at you here.
With from Sword Stance, Power Punch.
It's so crazy that they throw this fight here. There's Sword Stance, Power Up Punch, Feint, I think.
Yeah.
And
Metal Sound that doesn't do anything.
But luckily, Hawlucha resists fighting moves, or this fight would be kind of crazy.
This is another one where it's just like, if you get here in a Wonder Trade race, you're, you know, if you don't have the right Pokemon, you either have to reset forever or just hope that you have a backup that can help you out. Because you know, this fight, between this fight and Grant, just brutal, this section of the game.
Yeah. I did a trade on main Aurorus once, and being 4x weak to these Lucarios, not suggested.
I mean, I had no problem with my level 1 Ghastly.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chen.
I mean, that's basically cheating, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, she's just basically Ghost Walled. So, pretty easy fight if you're a Ghost type.
Do we have time for a quick message?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, because all you lovely people, you may have seen that Hawlucha be nicknamed Ica, and you think, hey, can I get in on that? Is there any other Pokemon that we can name? Yes, there is. There will be a Lucario that you can name, and I wonder which one that might be. We currently have 3 options set here. We have All Might with $20. We have John Cena with $85, but we would never see that Lucario again. And we have currently Fina leading with $120. So if you do not want that Skies of Arcadia triple to happen, you should get your donations in and maybe suggest another name.
That'll be coming up in, what, about 15 minutes maybe? About that.
So
That'll be
you
in the
do
next
not
town,
have much
so
time
got
for
a
that.
little bit of time.
It's a little bit more, right? I have no idea. I'm
probably
really
about
bad at estimating
15
time.
yeah, 15 to 20, I would say, if you do want to get in on the Lucario incentive. It could be more if wartab makes some mistakes, so I mean, you know.
Or if I had missed due to that sand attack.
Just don't save for the fight after this one, and maybe you'll lose some time
good
there.
idea.
Yeah. One person in this call died to that battle and still obtained top time on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder who that was.
Wait, what's that? Does your 245 have a death? Or a 345 rather?
My 345 of the death.
Well, because I know
the Chimecho trainer.
all of the top runs have either a death or an optional in it.
No, all top 5 runs on leaderboard hidden optional.
That's
It's
really
just
fun.
It's just like this game. Just
It's hard.
It's just you feel like that. You feel like it shouldn't be too hard to get a decent run, but like there's just so many fights have a little chance of not going right, or like you can lose focus for an instant, and it's just you know, it's very punishing.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the one I hit is more because I didn't understand, more than being not like paying attention. I could have noticed it, but yeah.
Charm from the Gramble. What's that?
Yeah, pretty annoying.
Yeah, it's
Dropping
because I
attack
healed,
or something.
and probably, I think. Alright, teaching Fling. And as you might have noticed earlier, I did equip an item. And you might ask, but streamer, why did you equip a fossil? That does not make any sense.
You will see in a moment why you equip the fossil.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, this is one of the cooler strats, I would say, in the run.
And if you think that is cool, you should watch Ultra Moon speedruns.
You were always pushing the Ultra Moon agenda. I can always count on you for pushing Ultra Moon.
Don't get sucked in.
It is a good route. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's-
I'll agree
Bad
with that.
game, good route.
But actually running the game,
No, please don't do that. Like then you have also leaderboard mods who have to verify the run. That's just messy.
wartab doesn't want to have to watch someone else speedrunning that game.
wartab doesn't want to have to run the game again if someone beats his record.
Yeah, nobody beats my records.
Yeah, definitely not. No warning.
especially not earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah, shout
am
out
I allowed to
Ringo.
cry? Yeah, my world record that has been held for like what, almost 3 years now. Got
Yep.
beaten today. So if you see a little bit of salt coming out of my eyes, that's why.
He has to run the game again. Also, there was Fling. That Chimecho doesn't get KO'd by any other move, so you just give the fossil and Fling. This
Yeah.
fight would be ridiculous without Fling.
Yeah, Fossil is 100 base power,
Mm-hmm.
and that is extremely powerful. That is way more than wing attack, even with a stab.
Yeah. It's 200 power because it's super effective as well, because Fling's a dark type move.
Yeah, picking up more vitamins. Not so much because of the buff they give or because we could sell them, but because they give additional friendship.
Yeah, one of the rare games where you pick up vitamins not to sell them, and waiting to use all the vitamins until this moment here, getting the Soothe Bell, which... Is it 1.5 or 2x in this game for happiness?
2.
Okay, so this, again, doubles the happiness that you get for stuff. So, equips the Soothe Bell, and is going to use all the vitamins now.
And basically all the healing is going to be done now with the sweethearts, which
Mhm.
boosts the friendship even more.
Yeah, that's another reason why it's nice to be low HP after the Chimecho fight, is because you can come right here and heal up with the sweethearts. And with the double massage, gets to not use the PP up and save that for later, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that
Well-
is quite a dodgy decision I just took. I just wanted to try.
Okay.
Like something has to go wrong in this run, right?
What kind of massage did you get? I missed
Uh,
it.
Two
They were
bad
both
ones.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got an intriguing stone. I wonder if this tower is related to that intriguing stone.
I am gonna be honest though, if you did mess up the double massage, I'm not too mad because we'll get to listen to Kumarine music for a little bit, so I'm not too disappointed. It's
Oh man.
one of my favorite songs in the game for sure.
Oh yeah,
Even with
this is
all
like
of
Garth
the-
wanting me to use Fury Cutter. Like it's just my pain is your joy.
Look, we've,
Kind
all-
of
we've, all- we've all got a thing, all right.
Yeah. Even with all the care that we take for the like getting all this friendship and stuff, there's still a chance that we don't have enough friendship because the game also gives you random friendship boosts like every 128 steps.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get enough of those and you get bad massages, you just have to bike around for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's kind of unfortunate.
I think it was Emray who tested this, and she said it's like what two and 3 to get a friendship boost every 128 steps.
I didn't know we had a number. That's good.
Yeah, it's good to know there's an actual number tied to it.
I'm
Allows us to
not
be
sure
more
how
sad.
she found that out, but I guess she just soft reset over and over before crossing like the 128s. That's how I would test it at least. That's quite interesting, and that kind of adds up as well to with what we
Mhm.
noticed.
Yeah, if you're taking like 2,000 steps throughout the run, you get, like 20 of those checked. So it is pretty important to get a decent amount of them at least to be successful. Like we said earlier, I think it's 185 total happiness that you need to get throughout the run. I don't know how much of it's like routed and then the rest is random, but maybe someone will someday figure out the exact amount of steps that we need.
I mean, it's funny because we have the tools to do it now, and still nobody's really done it.
Yeah.
Because
We usually get it.
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because there's nothing you can really do to influence it.
Mhm.
Okay, saving for this battle
saving.
because it usually goes right, except when it doesn't.
Hmm.
That's a great way. of
That's an
putting it.
accurate statement.
And
It usually does.
so one of exactly what Shen just mentioned is rooting friendship gains is one thing I always do here. Is since this Meowstic is usually going to use Fake Out, I'm always going to use an X speed here, regardless of actually being faster than this Meowstic or not, because X items being used raises friendship a little
Guess
bit.
that's just +1 there.
Yeah. Plus.
Oh look, cheese.
Oh, yum. Who doesn't like it?
Yeah, so by using Encore, the Meowstic's now locked into Fake Out, so it can just set up literally infinitely. Well, I mean, until you run out of Encores, but by that point, your opponent will have lost.
Yeah, if you don't know what Fake Out does, it's a move that can only be used on the first turn,
Mhm.
and you get flinched, which means that you can't. It means that you basically can't use a move that turn. It's basically free damage for your opponent, but you can exploit that, like so.
Yeah, you can't
And-
get flinched on item usage.
Yeah, exactly. So you can use the item for free on the turn that you know you're going to be flinched, and then lock it into Fake Out on the next turn when you have access to your moves. It is
And the-
important to be faster there, though, otherwise you can't get the Encore
Yeah.
off.
And that is one of the reasons we picked the girl, but that is for the next battle against Kalem, not this one.
Hmm.
Because his Meowstic changes natures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some pretty funny fights. Some Pokemon that you fight multiple times will change abilities and like natures and whatnot. I think there's a couple places where that matters. I think Lysandra is one of them, where there's some weird nature swapping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Goes even to swapping abilities.
Yeah.
Which is fun because how's it called? The line.
Yeah,
Pyro.
Pyro.
has rivalry, I think, that it gets.
Yeah, rivalry, and then suddenly it switches to unnerve.
Yeah.
Except even a casual player could notice that.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
it's an
it
ability that
announces it.
shows. Yeah. Kind of funny. Alright, now the skating gym.
I'm excited for no more skates. We're almost done.
Was not bad.
These trainers, to fight them, their hitboxes that make no sense to me.
They're like behind them.
Yeah, it's so hard to just fight the trainers, even if you hit them. Like, please fight me.
Yeah, you like once you ran the game for a while, you kind of know where you have to stand to intercept them,
Hmm.
because you want to avoid the exclamation mark as much as you can. But sometimes they just don't want to stop,
Yeah.
and then luckily they see you. Like they have their eyes in their backs, basically. Good thing they have that, because I think some people would just get stuck in this gym.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of did that, so it was easier for you to, like, catch up to them and fight them. That's why the hitboxes are kind of behind them. Makes it easier to fight them if you don't know their movement. Is there
Yeah,
a set
exactly.
order to these fights? I think there used to be. I'm not sure if there's any more.
I mean, you do them in the order they appear naturally, except if you have bad attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Unless you have
Uh,
really bad attack.
Yeah. If you have like a minus attack Lucha, I forget which fight it is. I think it's the Hariyama as a damage range. So you kind of need to make sure you're able to KO it, because it has like not counter, does it? I think it's reversal that it has.
It's counter, but it's on the Heracross.
Oh, it's the Heracross, right?
Yeah. I have plus attack. There is no way I don't have the attack necessary, right?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
But we just talked about it, so you just lost like 4 attack IVs. So
Well, actually, that is a range, but I didn't see my attack.
It was 62 on the level up.
Well, good thing you saw that, because that is a 12 and 16 range.
oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I have a level 27 Hawlucha instead of 28. That's one of the downsides of getting the low level Hawlucha.
Well, glad we were talking about this, because it's gonna be
Yeah.
a really fun fight otherwise. Okay, using the Sweethearts here to heal up and probably might save. See what wartab decides to do here.
I'm going to the next train instead.
Yep.
In order to reach level 28.
Yep, and then becomes a guaranteed damage range.
Exactly.
At least at this attack.
Yeah, the way that the damage formula works with like the rounding, any level that ends in 0, 3, 5, or 8 gets a little bit of a boost. So 62 attack at level 27 is going to be different than 62 attack at level 28. But 62 attack at level 26 would be the same as 27. So getting this extra level here just helps with the damage rolls. It also gives us a really good move.
I'm really upset here. Because we just shy of one attack point to where we could wing attack this Horiyama instead of flank press.
Ooh.
This flank press is 95% accurate only.
At least it hit, so
Yeah.
no issues.
Yeah, flying press is a really cool move. It's like a dual type flying and fighting move. So the type, it has like a special type chart for it, basically.
Yeah. It's interesting there's no Pokemon that are like 8x weak to it. It's designed like just naturally with all the Pokemon in the game that flying and fighting can't hit anything for more than 4x. I always thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, and I was curious and tried some other type combos. And like there's one that people talk a lot about, which would be Scald become like fire, water.
Mm-hmm.
But that would become a pretty bad move.
Yeah. My favorite would be if there was a fire press instead of flying press and you found the Parasect with dry skin. I've always thought about that one. Thing is burnt to a crisp.
That'd be like 16x.
Yeah. And then 32 with dry skin.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just a pile of ash that used to be a bug type Pokemon.
Feel like the Parasect dies even if you don't select the move. You have the move, the Parasect dies.
It just runs.
Okay, until a few days ago, I would not have saved for this battle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I learned better. And we're gonna play this safely.
This is another fight that can go wrong, but almost always doesn't.
And same here, fake out turn 1, so we're using an X
Yep.
attack.
Just using an
And,
X item for the happiness.
and we actually need the attack boost.
Oh yeah, it actually does save a turn, I guess.
Yeah, the Hawlucha wouldn't die without it, because
Mhm.
this Hawlucha is actually high level
Yeah.
and pretty bulky.
Now I forget, are you slower than the Hawlucha at the end?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes you're faster, but it's usually not a big deal.
Yeah. It's like also sometimes you don't need the X attack,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really see a reason not to use it besides if you actually want to save time. Because I don't think I've ever seen something else than fake out.
And flying press didn't kill there.
Alright.
Critical from that can KO.
Yeah.
Also, we'll need the Lucario name here somewhat soon. Gonna be heading
Yeah.
over toward that fight now. Maybe like 1 more minute.
Yeah, like 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute sounds good.
So get those donations in very quickly if you would like the Lucario name.
Alright. And now I'm gonna get Shen to unfollow me, finally.
Nah, you're gonna swivel up these stairs. I believe in you.
Interesting eyebrows, by the way.
Yeah, this is the last roller skates in the run. It's a very long segment that you only have to hold one direction. So if you're gonna learn the swivel, this is a great spot to learn it.
Why are you leaking this? This looks impressive.
Yeah, he's just like in a circle this whole way.
Yeah, imagine doing this in real life, just swizzling up a slope like that.
Oh my.
I mean, I could probably do it down the slope.
Maybe, yeah.
And then once you're downstairs, you just crash because you gain too much momentum.
You're like 100 miles an hour. It's like Rhyhorn speed going down these stairs.
Bones just come out of my skin.
Could we just make this a general Pokemon meme? Just like when everything's blazing fast, just be like, call it Rhyhorn speed.
We're on Rhyhorn pace right now.
Oh my god. I mean, it's kind of dumb because in Let's Go it's actually not slow.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, and Let's
what?
Go is pretty actually a speed strat to ride on Rhyhorn.
It's like the second fastest tier.
Yeah, just after Onyx.
Please.
Thanks for the misinformation, wartab.
Hey,
Horse is
Etiquette
slower
did it
than
in a
walking.
Etiquette did it in a marathon.
True. You know what? True. It must be fast then.
Yeah, you would not lie to viewers.
Definitely not.
He also pet the Eevee, which must also mean that was faster. Also, Lucario name, probably call it off here or
Yeah.
right after this fight.
We're gonna give you a little bit of time because we Mega Evolve as well. Because
Yeah, you
Mega
get to
Evolving
watch
is
two.
cool. Mega Evolving is mandatory in this battle. If you don't do it, you have to do this battle again and again and again and again.
It's
They
like, yeah,
force you to do
you
it.
didn't
It's
use the
kinda weird.
cool Gen 6 feature. How could you?
We can save time if we get crit. Unlucky, never lucky.
Wait, if we get crit, I thought we were trying to win this battle to become the champion.
Oh, sorry, no. Oh no, I died. Oh. Oops.
How
Almost.
You got crit
Aw,
second
shucks.
turn.
Okay,
It's true.
I'm gonna need the name now.
For Lucario.
Sure. So, we are still in the lead with Fina as the winner. So, Fina. And that was raised to $170 by another donation from Zephyr, the excellent ninja, saying, Moons, give me strength to pay for these names. So, thank you very much, Zephyr, for these awesome donations towards this bid war.
Like this?
180.
Only one. Eh?
1A.
Oh, one. Oh, so I heard AA. I don't know. I
You
must
get
be-
B, I think. Yeah, there you go.
Did I say no? No. No, it's fine. All is
I
good.
think you're fine.
Yeah. Otherwise, you
Um,
go to name rater if someone knows where that is.
I think it's kind of late in this game. I
No,
can't
it's
remember.
in.
No,
it's
actually,
in,
I know where it is because we
yeah.
looked that up live at a marathon once.
It's in Lavender,
Oh, okay, that's earlier than I thought. There you go, wartab. I was a little bit unimpressed for a minute there, but we're good now. I'll be very impressed if we pull it off here. Oh, almost. Very hard to do the swivel around bends. That's last skates for the run.
Right. Getting all our TMs, HMs that we don't need to go into weird houses to. Imagine a game actually hand holding you. It's like so bad.
Yeah, it's
And-
weird in Gen 6, they just give you all the HMs, pretty much.
Then they just stopped with that in Gen 7. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of giving you HMs, here, have a Pokemon that learns all of them.
Okay. Now the longest. I think this is actually longest teaching session that you do in one go in any Pokemon speedrun.
So
Correct
it's
me
up
if
there for sure, yeah.
you think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong.
I'd
Any
argue
percent-
like Gen 1 glitched. You do longer menus, but
Any percent with DLC, Sword and Shield, when you're using a Pokemon that needs to learn 4 things from Move Relearner. Got him.
yeah, Arcanine. or
No,
something.
because that's wrong because we teach more.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you teach more than 4, that's
6
right.
You teach like 6 moves here, I think, yeah.
This is a good place to mention that there's actually some kind of bug where if you hit A or hit the touch screen too fast after teaching a move, it will just exit you from the menu.
I
Oh,
did not know about that. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
you've got to be careful.
Yeah, and someone in the call will disagree with the definition of that.
I have waited 2 seconds before hitting a button, and it closed my menu.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
It happens to me so often.
2 seconds? Okay, well okay. In that case, I've got no idea why it happens. I thought it was just when you hit it too fast.
Everybody has a method to make it not happen for them. Wartab has a method. Emre has a method. Nothing works for me.
It's funny because it happens to me when I do it differently than usually, and I just have no idea. It's also funny because I can sometimes I can actually cause it on the last move.
He's the real MVP of the run, though.
Oh yeah, sorry.
2 trainers just got skipped.
Yep,
The Skiddo.
that's right. Skiddo's just
Skiddo's just
actually
speed.
fast.
Skiddo is like what Rhyhorn should have been. Sorry, is.
So is Skiddo's speed higher than Rhyhorn's speed? Is it like the second gear of speedrunning?
So Skiddo speed is actually just TAS strats.
Frame
There's
perfect
Leo.
skipping trainers, yeah.
The meme lore is happening right now as we speak.
And more HMs.
This one's particularly useful.
Yeah, you get it kind of late in this.
Yeah, really. Gen 6 had late fly in both
It's
games.
not
'cause-
that late, really. You get fly later in like Gen 3, for example.
Yeah.
I feel like just everything's kind of late in this game because
Hey.
you play for 2 hours pretty much before you get your 3rd badge.
Sorry to contradict you, I think a Sapphire run would be over by now.
Well, okay, but I mean, in terms of number of gym badges.
Yeah, that's fair. You can use
Yeah.
that for the 4th gym. Ruby Sapphire's after 6, so.
Yeah, it's really nice in this game getting it here, because this town that we're in is broken up by that monorail that we just took,
Mm-hmm.
and later on we're gonna take the monorail, and then we're gonna be able to fly instead of taking the monorail like a 3rd time, to basically to the same town because we need to be back over here. So, it's actually convenient that we right now.
Yeah, there's an item we've been talking about with the happiness for a pretty long time. That item is located on the other side of town, so we'll have to take the monorail back to grab the item, and then you have to come back to this side of town after that to head to the next route, which is the desert to the south.
Alright, more or less same strat as before on Kalem, except this time we outspeed the Meowstick, and that is exactly why we picked the girl instead of the boy, because otherwise we would not outspeed Meowstick. Fun fact, you actually need 69 speed in order to outspeed that Meowstick, which is very nice.
Yeah,
I
we would
agree.
have actually had enough speed in this case if we picked the boy because we have a fast Holucha. But yeah, it just means that almost all Holucha will be fine there.
Alright,
Yeah, you
71
more so
attack.
pick it. You pick it in case you get like bad luck. If you get a minus speed Holucha, for example, you'd be really regretting picking the boy at that point.
Yeah, you just have to hope for a light screen from the Meowstick to Encore it into.
I mean, if the nature was like actually always like bad, I think we would just get the other X speed that is lying around in around the castle. I think.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a second X speed around there.
Yeah, it's next
not
to Venush
yeah.
up here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the grassy area outside.
It's
a bit
actually
of a
not too
pain.
slow. Yeah, it's not too slow to get. Like, there's a path to get it. That is quite easy and that dodges all the trainers in the grass. But obviously faster not to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is this a range normally? Yeah, this was still a range despite having plus attack. You need 8 IV plus attack to guarantee that range on that Simisage. So often it's just better to Swords Dance and Wing Attack.
Something
nice
kind
that
of
we-
cool to mention here as well. We're still using the Holucha, even though we got a Mega Lucario. And the reason for that is we still need a little bit of happiness to get the item, and then on top of that, Holucha is really good for this gym. Like, having a flying type with good flying moves is really helpful. So, still nice to use it even this far into the run.
Yeah, and we have the experience share enabled for those who maybe saw the text boxes that pop up all the time here. They are actually quite slow, and that is one of the only speedruns where you do this. Actually giving experience, and that is just because Lucario just needs that experience to hit a very nice threshold at some point later on. It just kind of aligns pretty well. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, just needs that little extra boost that ends up being worth keeping the XP share on even through all these fights.
Would we be able to fit in 3 donations that seem to belong together?
Yes.
Okay, I'm spinning through them. So we have a $33 from Laura saying ESA are such great events, can't wait for the Harry Potter games. Good luck to all the runners. We have $34 from Supramats C saying Golden Sun, Golden Fun. Go ESA, good luck to all the runners and have fun. Great cause as always. And we have $35 from John saying donating for Golden Sun with my family. One of my favorite games as a kid. Can't wait to see it get destroyed. Thanks ESA. And all 3 of them went towards different names for the Golden Sun naming incentive. That comes later on in the marathon, where the top 7 names get picked for the characters. So if you want to get in on that, please donate to this awesome cause.
Nice.
Oh, unfortunate. I was hoping we'd get to see Limber come in clutch here, but he got put to sleep instead of getting hit by stun spore.
It wasn't too bad though, only one turn.
I recently decided to skip the second awakening because I never need it. Well,
And yeah. Had to use it earlier on the Gulpin, which is pretty uncommon. You usually get poisoned on that fight instead of put to sleep.
yeah, and even when it uses Yawn, it can like poison you next turn with 2 moves. But just used Yawn again because AI is good in this game. All right, and now the scariest jump off you've ever witnessed in your life.
Yeah. What's a good moveset for it? Oh, just slap acrobatic on there.
It's fine, it'll use Leech Seed instead.
Yeah, it does sometimes use it.
Yeah, definitely saving here.
Even if I wouldn't be opposed to doing the new strats we found here.
Oh, new strats, interesting.
No, it's just if you get crit. You don't need to reset.
Oh, okay, I see. Also, he just holds this giant pair of scissors. It always confused me so much, his design. He's like in a library with a bunch of scissors. Like, he's just destroying all the books. Like, what's his game plan? There we go.
Acrobatics without an item, 110 base power move.
With stab.
With stab.
Not the last time we'll see that, maybe, probably.
Yeah. Also, we didn't explain what stab is. It just seems it's an acronym. It's same type attack bonus. You get a 1.5 multiplier with moves that share type with you. So wing attack from Halucha is 90 power, not 60, because you get the 1.5 boost.
Yep. Alright, and now we are officially done with Halucha. Hopefully.
Well, not entirely, but this is where we do the main switch anyways.
Yeah. So you're going to do a little bit of backtracking. Because we need a magic item.
Magic.
Yeah. I don't have a better way to describe it. Basically makes our Lucario traded Pokemon.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll get an exceptional item here.
Oh, I see what you did there. But we're going to increase our steps a little bit more. Probably doesn't matter, but I'm still doing it. And shopping first. It's slightly slower. But I don't care. Garth, please don't leave the car.
I don't know. I don't think this is necessary, but I guess
He gets on the bike 1 extra time by doing this, which loses a second, maybe.
yeah, I'm mad. I mean, it's just suboptimal. Like, what are you doing?
It also probably won't matter, but I mean anything for a little bit of safety.
Whatever. I'm satisfied that you didn't get dig. So
Yeah. Oh, that's, oh, yeah, okay. That's why you were talking so much. We can still go back.
what? No. You've already spent all your money now.
I'm gonna go
back
out of
now.
my way and get more money.
Oh my.
Please. You
Oh,
actually,
we
you
got
actually know
lucky.
where to get more money from here.
That's really good to get that. Okay, so there's the item.
Shen knows.
What do I know about? Sorry.
More money items.
You're just gonna bully me to finding money item.
If there's one person to ask here, Garf is not gonna do it. So.
I'm pretty sure the lucky egg sells for 1,000.
No.
You
It's
want
not
that money.
worth it.
But it's for the meme.
What meme? Why is dig a meme in this game?
Did you grab the soft sand?
Please.
Yeah, I saw that he didn't grab the soft sand. I didn't say anything at the time. I thought he might actually go back and grab it.
Maybe I'm the one who needs to be leaving the call, not Garf. I feel like I'm being bullied here.
Yeah, but dig did actually used to be used in the run. It's not actually that bad. It's
Yeah.
the main reason it's slower is because you have to do an additional shopping trip.
And teach the move, which is kind of slow.
Okay, now bets wind, no wind.
Oh, there's wind for sure. Let's be real.
I don't know. It'll be on the edge.
I think we will have no wind.
I think we might avoid it.
Yeah, actually, your segment was pretty quick through there
No.
anyway.
Well, rip.
Aw, unfortunate.
I suck.
More skates.
Yeah, last time you get to see the skates now.
Hey. Yeah, skates actually move faster than the bike through here if you boost. And
Oh, that's a cool strat.
That's a cool backup, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have to line yourself. If you line yourself up and work so that you can just like skate directly up or down, you can get enough speed to go over that bump on the
What
grind
happens
rail.
if you swivel with this kind of speed?
It does
With
more.
the headwind?
It's just slow.
I was hoping it would like push you backwards. You could like moonwalk, swivel, or something.
Yeah, and so for those who are paying attention a little bit, this is where Halucha level 19 is annoying, is because Sword Stance is in slot 3 for those, and not slot 2, unlike every other Pokemon.
Unlucky.
Yeah, we got 5 Fang here, so I will have to already heal. Might even die here if I miss a Rock Tomb. No? Okay. I don't even know why I say that. I just should just not do that.
Yeah, Rock Team's 95% accurate, and we'll have to click it a few times. So
It's
How to deal with
actually,
it.
but it's actually a good move in this game.
yeah, true. It's
Oh
pretty strong.
lord, it was like because in previous gens it was 50 power and 80 accuracy. It was terrible.
And we still used it for some games.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, a lot of runs you want to avoid using Rock Tomb as much as possible. I mean, in this too, obviously, but a lot of missing them here is not as bad as most games where you have to use it, or other
Yeah, that's
95%
fair.
accurate moves. If you miss it, usually it's fine.
Yeah, there's some situations where you kind of just have to risk it, but usually it's not that big a deal.
Speaking of risking something, I risked this the other day and it went wrong. I'm gonna risk it again today.
That's what I like to hear.
And that is using the move in my bottom right slot, which is Bone Rush, which replaces a move that takes only half a turn. No,
Yeah,
one
so
and a half
instead of-
turns.
Instead of using Dig, using Bone Rush, which has an accuracy issue, and it randomly hits between 2 and 5 turns. What's the base power on it?
25.
50, oh, 20, yeah.
That's 20, okay. Yeah, so...
25.
Oh, 25, so it's pretty
Yeah,
strong.
So, yeah, it's a strong move.
Yeah, if we're counting in dig power, that's anywhere between like half of a dig and 2 digs, depending on how lucky you get. So.
Man, just as I was doing nice movement, you just say that, and I was like,
We do typically refer to things in terms of dig power.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine? This is like an imperial system. It's like
Rhyhorn speed, we got dig power going on.
What's that in Rhyhorns per hour?
oh lord.
Garth, you want to talk about a low sweep?
Yeah, sure. I've actually never done a run with low sweep because when I was doing runs, I was very stubborn and would like to use power up punch instead, and risk 75% ranges on Scraggy, which can kill me from full HP. Yeah, power punch is like power punch is pretty good, but it's just also pretty risky. Low sweep is a lot more consistent with its 65 power.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing it's not too much out of your way as well.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 and 16 range. I never get this range.
Yeah, you kind of have two choices for fighting moves throughout this part of the run. You either pick power up punch or low sweep, depending on how much you feel like risking. So it just depends on like how you feel like doing your run. We'll learn a better fighting move later, but that's not until what level, like 40 something, I think.
You mean when we learn focus punch?
No, the actual one that we.
I think it's like 42.
The correct
43,
answer.
I forget. I think it's 42.
Yeah, I think it's 42 as well. Sounds right to me.
Oh, I thought you meant close combat.
I did mean close combat.
No, that's not for. That's like 55.
The aura sphere and close combat.
Yeah, you get 2 fighting moves, one's physical, one's special.
I don't know why, I don't feel
Oh.
particularly lucky today, so I'm not gonna risk this. Even if I'm at full HP, so it's not too much of a threat.
They're kind of unfortunate getting confused there. It can use other moves.
Yeah, this Golbat doesn't know acrobatics because it's only level 32, and they all most trainers in this game, they just have their level up movesets, so you don't have to worry about acrobatics until level 33 from Golbat.
And you kind of have to micro-adjust your movement here. It's like not difficult, but it's also not easy. In order to still talk diagonally optimally to trainers, because this area is a bit weird when it comes to movement.
Yeah, you just have to stop on the right tile, basically. If you don't, you'll just kind of slide off.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You pretty often want to talk to trainers diagonally because then you don't have to walk around them after the fight. So you almost always want to talk to them on the diagonals. Nice double confusion, by the way.
Hey, at least it was a last use item.
Yeah.
It's still 50% to hit yourself in this generation, so kind of not a gamble you want to take too much.
Yeah, especially if you're using Sword Stance on the fates you get confused on, because then you start doing a ton of damage to yourself every turn.
Yeah.
Like you swagger yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, now what are your bets on Bone Rush here?
Oh,
Oh,
alright.
easily 5. You got this. Look at your hit points. You got this for sure. Like, this was all planned, I thought.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
I was gonna say 4.
I'm gonna say miss.
Alright. It's gonna be none of those now.
Alright, 1, 2. Yeah!
2 is like the worst. Because if you get 2 again, it's so
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, you don't want a sword stance here because you can just get encored into sword stance and then you can't do anything. It's got a
Yeah.
boost eternally.
It's like a really weird fate, too, because if you get super lucky, you just 5-turn it and the fate's over immediately. So, there's like so many ways that can go. It's either like 3 turns, even longer if you miss, or you just end the fate immediately. And that's not the only swallow we'll be seeing.
It's pretty likely to encore there because I think the only 2 moves that can hit you are encore and body slam, and the other 2 are poison
True.
moves or something. So you'd rather have encore than body slam anyway, because that can paralyze you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, Bone Rush here again. Guess.
25.
I'm gonna go 3 hits.
There'll be a crit in here. I'm gonna be excited. Oh. Hey.
I feel conflicted about that one.
Oh, lovely.
Because normally that only requires 4 hits.
Yeah.
But I got unlucky and then I got lucky anyway.
Can't do that with dig. Get wrecked.
You can crit the dig though. It's probably about the same odds as getting 4 turn.
I gotta say this is a pretty good power plant.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain too much besides the fire fang I got earlier.
And the 2 confusions.
Yeah, the 2 confusions was a bit annoying, but nothing crazy.
And that
yeah,
sucker
you're right.
punch crit that just happened.
Yeah. Really trying to take you out there.
Did his best.
Yeah, watch this Leibard also use fake out, and I'm gonna just not say anything for the rest of the run, and that's gonna be a long time without talking.
Don't worry, I'll jinx you on every fight.
Sure.
Okay, didn't get it.
Nice.
Alright, 2 more battles. This is our radio tower, number 1. I just
Yeah, kind
realized
of.
I just realized what I said because there's one area that is worse.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, there is.
We get to listen to the power plant music though, so can't complain.
Yeah, power plant music is like top. I love it.
Mhm.
I
was like-
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
I was just
don't remember.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna say I always love areas like this because it's very clear that they like introduced this area to show off diagonal movement and stuff. They could have just made this square and
Yeah, true.
like oriented correctly.
It's a good point. I never thought about that.
It's a pain for us because the movement's like actually kind of hard here too.
Yeah, I didn't point it out, but I messed up the last one.
Mm-hmm. I didn't point it out either. Don't worry, I could
Same.
have. We all
Yeah.
thought it.
I definitely noticed it.
That hand doom's a fight that's kind of trash with power up punch, because dig doesn't kill, and so you gotta take a hit from that thing.
Oh
if you're not
yeah.
using low sleep.
Yeah, the Houndooms are kind of a pain if you don't take them out in one turn, because Fire Fang can burn. If they're faster, it can flinch, but you don't have to deal with that usually with the Lucario at least.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned this, but Lucario has fixed stats,
Yep.
so you never have to worry about that. Always
Yeah,
got a
it's
hasty,
just like the Farfetch earlier. It's hasty nature, I believe.
yeah,
with,
hasty nature. With
31 IV speed.
yeah, 6, 26, 16, 26, 19, 31.
Yeah, very good like offensive stats and speed,
Or
which
was it
is nice.
25? I always forget if it's 25 or 26 in the attack.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, I think 25 is what I remember. It's also nice that it's hasty nature, because, you know, the Farfetch earlier was jolly. They could have done that with the Lucario as well, but we do use it as a special attacker sometimes with Aura Sphere.
Yeah, they obviously want you to go fast. This game was built for speedrunning, right, guys?
Well, they give you a Mega Lucario like an hour and a half in.
It is true.
In the lucky egg.
Yeah.
It's not the only run that gets lucky egg, but
hmm
To say too bad it's not like Gen 5 where they like literally give you the
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting because we skip so many of the optional battles in this game that the Lucky Egg keeps us about on pace with a lot of the fights that we go into, at least for a little bit.
Is the Lucario the highest level in a Pokemon run? Like a normal any % run or glitchless?
Ooh.
I don't know what Gen 5 gets.
no, I think
I
Gen
think
5
Gen
gets
5
pretty
is
high
higher.
too. Yeah, I think in White 2 you get pretty high.
Yeah, they get in
Okay.
the 70s, I think.
You get in the 70s in White 2 as well,
Ah.
so it'll be pretty similar between those, I think.
I think
I think you might end higher in this game.
Yeah, Ultra Moon as well gets really
Ultra
high
Moon
level.
finishes at 68, I think. No, wait,
Alright,
is
well,
it?
it's much-
Wait, what is the? No,
I
because
forget.
what is the level limit on Hapu? It's like 65,
I
right?
can't remember. I can't. If
I
that
haven't
sounds
played
right,
Ultra
yeah.
Moon.
That sounds
Not
right.
gonna be helpful.
Is that like the obedience cap?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
flirt
'cause
with
either-
that.
Yeah, I think that 65 sounds right.
Yeah, then it's
Hapu-
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to check, but I'm too lazy. Also
Yeah,
doing
when you-
something else right now.
Yeah, when you defeat Hapu, you go from 65 to 80 as your cap.
Yeah, then you finish like at level 72, I think, with Halucha.
That's still
We're
lower
hearing
than
in
this
chat that any percent in platinum with Kaza gets to 78.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
that's
All right.
platinum Manipulus.
Yeah, with the one of the new routes they're working on.
Yeah, and that is higher than Lucario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
I think
Do
Omega
we have time
Ruby
for a
is the
message?
lowest. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wonderful. Let me please remind you what we are collecting money for, because we are collecting money for Alzheimerfonden, which is the Swedish national fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. Thanks to gifts and wills from private individuals and companies, Alzheimerfonden was able to distribute almost 30 million Swedish krona last year. That's around $3 million. Even still, the money is not enough to be able to support all important projects that lie ahead. The Alzheimer Fund could only grant about 19% of the funds applied for. So we really do need all of your lovely donations to help Alzheimerfonden, like these $35 from MI Bill saying, "Hey wartab, let's hope for no volt switch Emolga. Good luck on your run."
Thank you for the good luck. I hope you're not saying good luck for no volt switch, because I think I've seen that once. Alright, so these quizzes obviously are randomized. That's why I was not looking. Ah, I hate Bone
Nice.
Rush. Can we get Dig, Garf?
No, look.
Yeah, Dig would have KO'd that.
Look,
but-
look. All right, I'll give you that. But these next two fights, you really want to use Dig
Yeah.
against these static Pokemon?
That is also true.
Watch me get paralyzed anyway.
Miss Bone Rush to paralyze and just
No,
leaves
you'll be
the
fine,
gym
you'll
to
be
buy
fine.
Dig. I'm gonna be honest, if you get Miss into paralyze, you should just leave and grab it.
It would be
Probably
pretty funny,
faster at that
actually.
point. Proven right all these years.
Just go for the Rock Tomb crit instead. I don't even know if that kills, but it sounds like it might.
No, that doesn't kill, right? No, it
I have
can't
no
kill.
idea.
No, there's no way it kills.
No,
I
you
don't
need
know,
three hits
Raichu's
with...
made of paper.
You need 3 hits.
3 hits of Bone Rush is 150
Okay, fine,
power.
Fine.
What was that? I didn't even see what he used.
Quick attack.
Oh my god.
This didn't kill. Oh my god. What is this?
Please! Please!
Wow.
Oh, you could actually have
Oh
died
my.
there. Wow.
That was crazy. He does have revive, so it wouldn't have been like the end of the world, but it would have been pretty bad. Are you leaving the gym now, by the way, and grabbing Dig? Or are we,
I mean, I
are we
missed Rock
continuing?
Tomb, I didn't miss Bone Rush.
It's true. But with Dig, I mean...
I'm gonna get a Rock Slide. I don't know.
Yeah, he went for Rock Tomb there because he did not want to get static from that
I did not
Raichu.
want to miss Bone Rush as well.
I mean, you could have gone for low sleeve if you really didn't want to miss.
Yeah. True.
But yeah,
May
Rock,
need to
so Rock
heal
Tomb is
right-
Rock
yeah,
Tomb is a little
exactly,
more
right.
accurate.
So
than
do I
Bone
gamble
Rush.
on 5 hits here?
No, that would be insane.
Easily.
Get contradicting orders here?
Go for it.
It's only a little at 1 in 6.
I can't believe I was the voice of reason that time. This is all kinds of wrong.
Wartab asked me if he should YOLO. I'm not gonna say no. Chat wants it too, I bet.
Chat, should we YOLO?
It's a bit late now. You've already healed.
What is this nonsense here with all the 2 hits?
Yeah, you are more likely to get 2 or 3 hits than 4 or 5, but this is very unlucky.
This game made me hate Ampharos, just saying.
I agree. This thing was always a nuisance in speedrunning. Well, like on these fights.
I'm fine with Plusle. Or is it mine and Plusle? Who cares? Plusle.
It's Plusle.
Yeah.
The best
said
Wonder
it.
Trade Pokemon.
Oh no.
Better
Please
than
don't-
Zangoose,
no.
confirmed.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I used. Yeah, Garth once beat Pulse and me with a Plusle in XY Wonder Trade Race.
It was a
kinda-
Plusle that Pulse rejected. It was a sweet victory.
That sounds like justice to me.
To be fair, I'd never played the game before, but it was still an
take this away
achievement
from
for
me.
Garth.
You're saying the fact that you're still speedrunning this game is because you have this inner desire to be better than Garfield, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. yeah,
He's
makes
already
sense. I
beaten
agree.
my time at this point.
He needs to keep improving just to drag you down as far as possible. After that Wonder Trade race where you lost to a Plusle.
Yeah, next step is Diamond Pearl.
Don't, no, please. I'll have nothing left.
Then I'm gonna attack the Romax.
Oh
I
no.
haven't even done the ROM hack yet. I just told you I was planning on maybe doing one.
No,
of
you
those.
did like one, like where you get Abra with Psychic.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that one I choked at the end and got really mad and never played it again.
Sounds like Pokemon speedrun.
Exactly.
I did not save here. That's fine.
Yeah, you're definitely fine.
It's actually not.
It's fine.
I
Yeah,
miss
so this fight's a guaranteed win. He's just gonna go ahead and Sword Stance on turn 1 and then click good moves.
Basically, can't lose.
Yeah. It's like actually unlosable.
I'm not sure if he's serious or not.
You're the speedrunner. Just don't lose and it's not losable.
Okay. Magneton with Sturdy. Peace.
And the Bone Rush here to break the Sturdy. Actually hitting. Good strategy there. Magneton could have avoided that.
Nice, you can get 30 trigger either.
Yeah, I don't know how likely that is, but when you do PD paces, you always get Sturdy. And Emoga, everyone's favorite Pokemon.
I like it.
I love this fight because you just use one of every move to win.
That's true.
A well-rounded moveset.
Very good coverage. Also, enjoying a lot our steel typing here.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lucario, I think the only move that Lucario learned by a level up that is a steel move is actually one that we get at the beginning, which is a metal zone.
It does
Yeah.
learn Metal Claw earlier, I believe, but
Yeah, I think
it's
it
already
does get
forgotten
Metal
it by the
Claw.
time you get it.
It's not a very good move.
No.
Yeah. Like 55 power, 90 accuracy, I think.
It's
Garbage.
50 power.
Yeah, steel is like really not good coverage because it's like
Mhm.
like
It's very similar to fighting.
yeah.
You could hit that. You could hit the Amora for 4 times.
Yeah, but we also, have Rock Smash or Power Up Punch or any other.
Yeah, not like we have another type that can hit the Amora for 4 times.
Yeah. That's not a favorable matchup for the Aurora, if I'm being honest.
I mean, to be fair, the next gym we face would be weak to steel if we had a steel move.
True. Yeah, it would maybe
Yeah.
help a little bit.
Except it would not help against the Imawa.
Well,
Yeah.
no.
Imawa just
think-
sucks.
I think at one point, did we get Poison Jab for runs and use that for the Sylveon? I think now you just have the +6 and hope, but
Yeah. I mean, it's a 15 out of 16 range, which means it's guaranteed.
sounds great to me.
That's very informative. Thank you, Garth.
I can't even count higher than 15 out of 16, so it's got to be guaranteed.
Alright. And we're now getting rid of Bone Rush because it served as well. Gonna quickly fly here to get Dig.
Stop.
He keeps teasing it. This is also, well, the rival fight first, but this is one of the, like, more awkward routes, I would say, in the run coming up.
It's awkward, but it's weirdly fun to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's really rewarding if you do the movement right, but it's kind of hard.
This route in the next one with the
Yeah.
fairy tale girls that you can like go past, or like the mysterious sisters, like they're called.
Yeah.
Also, probably nobody cares, but I just taught Shadowclaw, and I'm really proud of that because I found a way to YOLO scroll with the stylus and always hit the move.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's pretty
I'll have
cool,
to-
yeah.
Someone clip it in chat. That was a hype menu there.
It's actually cool. Like I'm.
Oh, I'm just hyping it up so the chat like gets super excited about it too.
Yeah, chat, get excited.
How many minutes did that save? Like 3? Your scroll.
I think 2 minutes 69 seconds.
Okay, so
Say-
a bit over 2 minutes there was just saved, which is pretty cool. Nobody else does that other than wartab.
Save 3 minutes over flying back and getting Dig, that's for sure.
If I smell some salt,
What?
I'm gonna be salty here because.
Because you lost the moon record.
Oh. Why bring that up in the middle of the run? You could have
Wow.
waited.
Because he got light screen there, so...
Yeah,
that
light
cycle's
screen is
gonna
already
survive.
bad enough. Oh! Get wrecked, etiquette. Ah,
What did I do?
Oh, nice crit. Very
you were
nice.
mean.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that does not usually die without a crit. When you get light screen, it's only 2 and 16 to die.
I like how we know these ranges for sure now. Like we didn't actually know for certain every stat that in X for the longest time.
Yeah, that's true. That came out
But
kind of
we-
recently.
Yeah, we put in the work recently to find out all that stuff. Because
Shoutouts
there was
Headbutt for this.
there was a data mine, but it didn't report the correct IVs, but we were able to work it out.
Yeah, and it didn't report the natures at all, so we had to guesstimate them.
Yeah, there's a really cool spreadsheet that we have that has just all the trainer data for all the trainers that you fight in the normal speedrun. So you can just, if you're doing like a trade-out main run, for example, you can refer to the spreadsheet and run damage calcs and speed calcs and stuff, which is really useful.
Did you guys end up doing what we did in Oras with like the catch your trainer Pokemon sheet? Or did
What?
you guys actually figure out all the natures in this?
It was the catch every Pokemon. And,
Yeah, it's exactly the same technique. I think we even that was before Auras actually.
The only
Oh,
thing
okay.
that doesn't work with double battles. But
Right.
you can. There was another wacky strat that you could use to figure that out.
Yeah, my
Involving-
only contribution to the entire
Involving like flinging a berry and seeing if something got confused, and it was pretty wild.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
So-
Spooky story right here. A horde of faceless men!
text box clears automatically. I'm upset.
I know. Well, it gave you long enough to read it.
Yeah, in person that would have been nice.
It was exactly timed for us. On the
Yeah, it was
commentary.
good. That was really good timing.
I had to guess.
It's I've never read the story, but I've never tipped him either, so I don't feel bad about it.
How much do you give him if you tip him?
You can choose.
Yeah, you can pick between, I think, 100 or 1,000
Oh,
Yeah.
or something.
It's
Or
not
maybe it was
worth. I
10,
wouldn't
100,
tip
and
him either.
1,000. Did you know that it actually increases your shiny chance? I'm lying.
What?
It doesn't.
I know this is
Oh.
false information, but I'll go along with it because it's funny.
I didn't know.
I remember on release,
there was a because people were like frantically trying to figure out whether
Uh-huh.
what tipping did, And it doesn't actually do anything, but people are like, there's got to be a hidden function here. Maybe
Yeah,
it
I know.
maybe it improves shiny rate. It sounds
way-
kind of believable.
Yeah, it really does. The spinners in this gym are like they're Rhyhorn spinners. Let's be real. Like, look how fast they spin compared to everyone else.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, that
that
repel
repel.
expired really early.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
I'm not gonna renew that.
Yeah, they like I swear I hit one of these every time I get here because you just think they're regular spinners and then they go into turbo mode and hit you.
Rhyhorn mode.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing with
they have a
spinners in this
Rhyhorn
game.
setting.
The thing with spinners in this game is basically if you're patient enough, you'll never hit one pretty much. But sometimes you just, sometimes they're facing away and you're like, well, maybe I can make it past this one. Or sometimes you just, got a bit of an itchy trigger finger. The spinners in this game are not that bad basically.
Yeah.
We have setups for spinners in every Pokemon game now.
True. Yeah.
Thanks in large part to Minnow these days.
Yeah, especially for the Gen 4 stuff, right?
Yeah, he's done like a lot of work with Gen 4 spinners and Gen 5 spinners.
This game is the only game I've ever seen me get hit by a spinner diagonally, so I hate the spinners in this game.
Yeah, I
Or it
didn't
could be
know
worse. It could be
happened in this game,
Oros where they hit you in the other direction.
Out of
They're
their
looking
ear hole,
left. Yeah. You're just like way behind them. Alright, so this fight's guaranteed now at plus 6. Nothing bad could possibly happen here.
I just want that to be true. The funny thing is, this is a range, and then a little bit later on, there's another 15 and 16 range, and I managed to miss both in one run and just
Oh,
died
wow.
because I had no more Pokemon to revive.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, Sylveon can live, but you're pretty likely to kill. It's 1 in 16 to miss the range, and Shadow Claw also has a high critical rate, so you're 1 in 8 to critical even if you hit the 1 in 16 that would have lived.
True.
There's like 95% to get the KO. It's basically a Rock Tomb, and we haven't missed that yet.
Fake news. I remember missing it. We didn't miss a Bone Rush though.
Oh,
right?
you know what? I think I blinked every time you've missed it so far.
Oh yeah, then it didn't happen. You're right.
Mhm.
I don't think I missed a Bone Rush though.
I don't
No, because you missed the Rock Tomb on the Raichu.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think you missed a Bone Rush.
Bone Rush confirmed better.
But is it better than Dig?
I mean, I'm not biased at all. I'm gonna because I revived that Dig meme a lot in Let's Go Pikachu. That's a legit strat.
Did you guys take advantage of my absence to talk more about Dig?
Oh, of
I'm
course.
sure.
No.
No.
Definitely not.
Frantically checking the VODs now.
Do I need to leave for real?
Watching the tapes.
I only talked about Let's Go Pikachu, Garf.
It's true.
How is that in any way related to Dig?
I don't know. I'm sure I heard the word Dig when I came back.
By the way, this is the most
Oh, no,
useful
I said-
rivals ever been.
I only said I dig this run.
Oh yeah, you can skip a battle because your rival.
You
helps
skip
out.
one fight because I was
Look
like,
at
no,
that.
I'll take them on.
He's like, thanks. Could you do that a little more often?
Yeah.
This is another section with kind of rewarding movement. Like a lot of little diagonal movements, but they're easy enough to buffer. It looks cool.
This is the area where 2 out of 5 runs on the top 5 leaderboards hidden optional.
Yep.
And ever since I knew that, I'm scared. I YOLO'd that every time until I was told.
Yeah, that trainer's like kind of awkward to dodge. You have to go like 1 tile left and then hold up. But if you go 2 tiles, you just hit them.
Yeah, so that is the trainer that the current top time on the leaderboard hits. Can we fix that where I don't have to say top time on the leaderboard anymore?
Yeah, someone has to get actual world record.
Alright. This is like just almost an auto scroller here, just picking the strongest move and everything just dies.
Autoscroller sounds nice. Do we have time for a donation then?
Wow, that is like the best donation reading ever.
Wonderful.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a $104 donation by Captain Clucky saying, "Time for a Dix donation. Here is 104 for Cubone, my partner Eric's favorite Pokemon. For today, anyway. Good luck, runner, and thanks for supporting such a great cause. And don't we all love those Pokédex donations? So, if you want to tell us what your favorite Pokemon is, maybe you want to tell us with a Pokédex donation."
I think new generation Pokemon are cool.
Uh-huh.
I hear if someone donates for Halucha, that wartab will do the Halucha cry.
Oh my
Hearing
god.
a rumor of this at least.
There's actually people sleeping like 2 rooms away from here, so if you could not
So you'll
promise
still
that.
do the.
In that
So you're
case,
telling
we
me
do
that
need
you'll
the
not
national
only do
Dex
it,
number,
but-
please.
Yeah.
Damn, my Nectric really tried there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Double fights are always kind of awkward. You just have to hope that your partner is smart and the opponent is dumb.
Yeah,
This
he
is like
could've-
one fight. This is like one fight where I'm just like a little bit scared in the back of my mind. Like, what if Lucario dies here and doesn't get the XP from Manectric?
Yeah.
I'm not
It's actually
actually
bad.
sure what you do in that case.
Optional time.
I forgot how I fixed that once. I honestly forgot.
Is there a luckier egg?
Ooh, that's not good. Well, I'm gonna buy a repel later on.
Oh yeah, we're out a little bit early. You did like a bit of weird movement on the swamp route because it looked like the trainer was in a position you didn't expect. So you had to like panic and go back down.
Yeah, the spinner took a while to turn, and I
Mhm.
waited too because I wasn't sure about the cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, all the routes are kind of on cycles, so you'll know where the trainers are if you do perfect movement, but that's kind of impossible to ask. And then the spinners are still random, so you even have to react to the spinners and also have perfect movement. This route coming up is another one of the more difficult movement segments, I would say. It's a really cool route when you do it right. wartab will show that perfectly with no issue.
Okay, now
first-
a recent route change. Thanks to Ringo, who I really love today. No, I actually don't mind him. We buy 6 proteins now, which make the late game so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And even stubborn people like Garth would do it.
It's true. I'm a lot less stubborn than I used to be. I would say. But yeah, it definitely makes a lot of things. Especially one fight in particular, a lot less scary. Although it is still a little bit scary, but nowhere near as scary as it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You don't-
proteins just boost your attack, so it's roughly, 1 stat point per protein, so you'll get 6 more attack by using all of those, which is pretty significant. It goes up a little bit more toward the end of the run, but for now it's about 1 point per protein.
Yeah, but we actually can't use them yet. There's a very There's a very niche reason for that, but we'll get to that when in a little bit.
Yeah,
When it comes
sadly
to
a
that
lot of
relevant
my
fight.
runs died too while testing this strat.
Interesting. Yeah, there's actually another really cool segment of movement coming up here. The Ace Cave is very cool as well.
Oh yeah.
It's always very impressive when people do the movement perfectly, so don't blink because wartab's gonna breeze through this at Rhyhorn speed.
And man was finding speed today.
Is that the new Top Gear? Mammoth line?
Mammoth is just like the Rhyhorn of the snow. So when you're in a snowy area, it's Mammoth Line speed.
Oh
Just
my.
a Rhyhorn with a lot of fur. And
They call it the Corvette of Rhyhorn.
Rhyhorn of the...
And here we go. Oh, it's always so close when you go for that. Yeah, so you can do diagonals on the ice and obviously move diagonally, but this room's a little bit complicated. You have to do some weird diagonals. Perfect. Dodge a trainer here by going up. Diagonals. Dodge another trainer.
Very nice.
Yep. Very clean movement. Coming up, there's a frame perfect trainer skip. Let's see if he gets it. It's a little complicated, but if you're frame perfect in this room, you dodge this trainer.
Nice.
Ooh, yep, got it.
Technically true.
Yeah, if you do everything frame perfectly there, he doesn't hit you.
You can. It doesn't look like it, but you can actually enter that room on the left and switch to the middle, and you still make it past him.
Oh, I thought it was like always gonna hit you if you're a tile off. I guess you can do diagonal movement.
Would have been funny if you had told me that before, and I would have like been, I would have been like, is he just baiting me?
No, I did actually touch. You can actually do that, but it's obviously easier just to enter in the middle and just run up.
Yeah, if you just hold up and B, you dodge, but it looks really cool because he kind of like bonks into you and doesn't fight you.
Okay, air cut is nice. That's exactly what I want to see here.
Not confused.
He cannot confuse you.
It doesn't change my statement.
All right. No, it's
Maybe I'm the
acrobatics.
confused one.
It's acrobatics that is annoying. And
Oh, right, yeah.
and Manectric has static here. That's why I set up twice to be able to rock tomb it. Since I would have to rock tomb the Golbat anyway.
Yeah, it's a little scary using an inaccurate move against the Manectric, but you kind of just have to because static is so annoying.
But you can go for the one sword stance 25% range if you want.
If you're feeling
I'd-
spicy or something.
I probably still would, but you know, it's probably not a good idea. Speaking of ranges though, this Houndoom's 15 and 16 range. Let's see if he gets it. Nice. Good stuff.
Yep. Cheating Lucario. Critting all the range.
It's a smart strategy to just crit everything that could live.
So I
Good thing-
have the PP up, right? Yeah.
Yep, you still have it.
Okay.
I'm
So,
like 99% sure at least.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
a hidden PP up here in case I used it
Yeah,
to
you have
raise
it.
my friendship. So that's a nice backup to have here, and it's not too far out of your way.
Yeah, actually using the PP up for its intended purpose.
Mhm.
In a not yet, but we will a little later.
Yeah, one of the moves we teach only comes with 5 PP, so kind of nice to get that extra one in case you need it. By the way, that town's movement is like always so hard for me. I always find my way in that little like crop field. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
why.
every time.
I mean, I'm still sometimes lost.
Look at the speed.
The diagonal speed as well. We're zooming.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Any zoomers in chat?
Yeah, I always notice, like, because you're moving so fast, your DS kind of warms up during this part of the run. It's, like, hotter.
Yeah, good thing there's snow.
Yeah, it cools down a little bit.
That's
Grab a
ridiculous.
rare candy here after this cutscene. Rare candy is obviously good for getting a level.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention this, but some of these holo clips we can actually skip. No, okay, I should rephrase that. One Japanese runner once managed to accidentally skip one of these clips, and we have not found how.
Even more important, you can angle your 3DS to look around during some of the cutscenes too, which you've probably seen wartab doing by now.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do.
It keeps me sane while I'm watching them for like the 20th time.
We should like give people instructions on how to wiggle their 3DS so we know the run's not pre-recorded.
But it's pre-recorded.
We have a new one for every day that you submit.
Yep.
Today it's, 3 circular rotations.
Okay, so this battle is very interesting because it's the only battle that has a Pokemon that outspeeds Lucario. Well, no longer.
Yeah, there is another strat you can do where you actually use Rock Tomb's speed lowering effect if you don't get fake out there. But you can't really say always in Pokemon X because it feels like that, these things that there's things that are actually 99% to happen that just like once on occasion they just decide not to do what you expect them to. So like that fake out is. I don't think I've ever seen it not go for it, but I feel like there's some tiny chance that it uses another move instead.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
Actually, quite recently. And it is scary because then you give Jolteon a chance to use Discharge against you.
Yeah, that can paralyze pretty often and does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does like half your health. And if you just took a Shadow Ball special defense drop, that's so juicy. Because you cannot live that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not actually sure what you have to do in that case. I think you just take the L and revive.
Yeah, probably. Maybe if you pick
I
up
mean,
his track speed.
the AI in this fight is just pretty weird in general. He might not even go for Discharge. Like, he might just go for quick.
Yeah, it's random.
He might decide to go for Quick Attack instead. It's a little strange, I think, how the AI in that fight is not the good AI.
Yeah.
It's like it's decent AI, but it's not the best AI. I don't know, it's weird.
Mm-hmm. By the way, how likely is this Executor to get KO'd? Is this guaranteed?
Hey, glad you asked, because this is my only contribution to the actual route here.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Oh. And you would go for Sword Stance Shadow Claw before, and we didn't know what the range was. And now we use Shadow Claw, and that guarantees the range.
Yep.
56 health. You better not heal this. You better just go in at 56 health.
No.
Go in. Skip fake out.
And you said
I
I should
ran the
do it.
numbers, and you should go in.
All right.
I don't know. This is much more reasonable than not healing on Ampharos.
Or going for dig.
That's actually really true.
Also, cool gym, by the way.
It's so confusing.
Yeah, you can actually see where you're. Yeah, I didn't realize this for like the longest time, but when you go on the warp, you kind of go like either up or down, and you can see where you're gonna go. Like you can see the green platform underneath you when you warp there, for example. Like you see the
Wait,
purple
really?
one you see there. Yeah, I didn't realize that for like the longest time. It makes it a lot easier to
But that just
remember
confused
where
me because
you.
I didn't see the green
Now
thing.
you go up.
The green's above you, yeah. Like the
Yeah.
purple's the bottom layer, the green's the middle layer, and the blue's
And the
top layer.
animation is different. Like you have these like particles that go up or down.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Best gym in Pokemon.
By the way, the Lunatone in the sky actually isn't the Lunatone. It's a Lunala. Just a reference to Gen 7.
Oh, wow. And
Well, of course, I'm making it up, but I mean, what if?
This fight is the reason you don't use proteins early, by the way.
Oh, because the heal range, right?
It's not because it's because of the Sigilith's AI, because it has both light screen and reflect, and because your special attack is higher than your attack at this point, it more frequently goes for light screen. But if you use
really
proteins, your attack would be higher, and it would go for reflect much more often, and you'd have to set up more sword stances.
Yeah. And it's sad when you're on the receiving end of learning about that. Because for the longest time, I would just use the proteins to guarantee other ranges.
Yeah, is there like anywhere else in the run that having the proteins helps a lot, or?
Yeah, before it would have helped. Like for example, you could have
if they
sword
get
stanced
anything.
on the executor, the Manectric we talked about.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if we could do that, but we can't.
Someday we'll route in 6 calciums as well. Just
To
keep the
compensate.
special attack there. Just raise them both.
Sure.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to not missing the next range.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yes.
Wonderful. We have a little different kind of Pokédex donation because we have $25 from PokéGod11, but that's not for Pikachu, it's for Frostlass. Legends in snowy regions say that a woman who was lost on an icy mountain was reborn as Frostlass. Enjoy the runs. Thank you very much.
Good choice.
I feel some bias here.
Frostlass is my favorite.
Yeah, that's his favorite. I
Alright.
like Frostlass too. It's a cool Pokemon.
Good poke.
Alright, the next fight is very interesting.
This is still the best part of any Pokemon speedrunning notes. Fly to the center of whatever the main hub is, and go left is straight, is I think the direct quote. So here comes the left is straight movement.
I don't know
Very
what notes. I don't know what notes you're.
It was for
reading.
the first Wonder Trade race. I think Extra Tricky wrote some notes for people who hadn't run the game before, and everyone got confused at this part because it said go left is straight.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of hard to describe. Okay, 5 and
Alright.
16 range here. Obviously missed it, and no high jump kick.
Went for that 51 HP. So crazy.
I mean, high jump kick kills you from full.
Yeah, that's why
Fair,
we
yeah.
don't heal.
This is just like this is just the case with basically every Scraggy or Scrafty you come across. Feels like you will just die if you get hit by high jump kick.
There's actually a lot of fighting type Pokemon I feel like in this run that we run into. Not a lot of them have like strong fighting moves or get a turn off, but
Yeah, like the ones that Team Play uses are, I think, Scrafty and Toxicroak.
there's the
Yeah.
Mienshao as well as the lead
Oh,
on all
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lysandra fights. Have to run into that thing 3 times.
Okay,
That also has high jump kick.
it does. But good thing we don't try to go for that miss.
Yeah, imagine if that was part of the run. Goodness me.
Like a reverse Gen 7 speedrun.
Yeah.
Or the dodge instead of hit.
Maybe then protect would actually be useful.
Oh, that'd be funny. And
Also,
rare
co-
candies.
Quite conveniently, the proteins are just below the rare candy, so you can just smash A and not
Oh,
use
true.
your brain for once. Alright.
Yeah, so here's the first Lysandra fight. Fight this trainer 3 times throughout the run. He gets progressively more intense every time we battle him.
Yeah, Garfield, you want to go through the strategy here? Or
Me?
the problems?
Yeah, I'm always a bit scared in this fight the way Wartab does it, because when I tested this fight using the same thing Wartab did, it didn't work, and and I died horribly.
Oh yeah, but I okay, yeah, I actually only meant like why we do stuff. Like the
Or am I?
Gyarados
I'm back.
having Intimidate.
I thought my internet cut out for a second there, but I don't actually know what Wartab probably explained the whole thing while I was gone.
Yeah, so the Gyarados has Intimidate, which sucks. So we have to switch out, negate the attack drop, and Lapras is very likely to bait Outrage from the Gyarados, and so it's still locked into Outrage, so we can just freely set up here, because the Gyarados can one-shot us with an Earthquake, and that hurts a lot, and we don't want that. And That's how the fight goes. 90% of the time.
Yeah, I'm always just scared of Gyarados using Earthquake to again instead, because it does KO the Lapras with Earthquake.
Yeah, it's really weird he decides to go for Outrage against the Lapras.
Yeah, I think I thought it was much more likely to go for Earthquake to KO the Lapras than it actually is, but I'm still scared every time. Every time I see wartab do this.
Something I noticed is that when you switch out immediately and not use a Rock Smash there, or a move, you will go for Earthquake more often. I have.
So what you're saying is he's a big cheater.
Yeah, I think he reads your
Big
switch.
cheater Lysander.
I wouldn't exclude it.
I mean, he's like the evil team villain. Cheating wouldn't be
fair
that
enough.
far out of the expectation.
I'm not as big of a cheater as Archie and Maxi, who, despite losing the battle, still do that evil thing.
True.
Both times.
Yeah, both times. Nice, good Swallowed battle here, where he was Swallow despite being at full HP.
Just trying to make the hard read that you were gonna OHKO him that turn.
Ah, that makes sense. But yeah, feel free to interrupt with any like read donations or just general info. This is long.
Okay, wonderful. We have a $5 donation from, let's pronounce it Horane, I hope that's correct, saying my grandma suffers from dementia and it's heartbreaking to see her forgetting about her family and becoming ever more dependent on help from the outside. Thank all of you ESA staff, runners and chat for supporting this worthy cause. Lots of love from Switzerland. Lots of love to you as well, and thank you for donating as well to this awesome cause. And we just got in a $10 anonymous donation, but it does read, "Hey MOD366, it's Spencer. No need to read this on stream, keep up the good work." I still do.
Alright. Now some nice movement here. Oh, I did it.
Nice.
This is
Not into the trainer.
Very cool.
I love that diagonal too, yeah.
Yeah, you have to walk like one tile up and then one diagonal. For the longest time, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like little bursts of like movement in these games where you try to talk to trainers on diagonals. One of the hardest ones for me was always like Flannery's gym in the Mega Ruby. The trainer
Yeah.
would like walk up 2, left 1, and then up 1 and talk to them. It's like really awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now that I went so far in frame time, how much faster it is to frame count, how much faster it is to talk diagonally versus like just letting them turn to you. I just mess it up even more.
Yeah, one of the nice things about Omega Ruby, in terms of like ease of movement, obviously not for speed, like wartab was saying. If a trainer is like, let's say it's diagonally above you, you can face up or like left or right, whichever direction. And you will turn to the trainer and the trainer will turn to you. In XY, you have to be facing it diagonally. If you're facing up and the person's diagonally above you, you're just gonna sit there forever, mashing A.
It's really awkward how there's that difference that makes it so much more complicated.
I
Yeah,
just
like
learned
this.
close combat, by the way. Crazy
Wow.
strong move. 120 power physical, so it's boosted by Sword Stance. And
Ooh, that is very good. Thank you, Toxicro.
and it's got basically the best downside out of similar moves in the you don't get hit by recoil. It's not inaccurate. It doesn't drop your attacking stats. It does drop your defenses, but that's like the best negative effect you could get for a move like this.
Yeah, our defense being lowered doesn't matter when we're just destroying the entire team without them ever getting to attack again, so you kind of just deal with it. That spinner, again, one of the spinners that is like the fastest turning in the game, I think.
Yeah, and and at the same time the slowest when you want him to turn.
Yeah, they wait for like a minute and then try and get you really quick.
Alright, more Golbat. Golbat always withstands Rock Tomb. No difference. Oh no, never mind, that's actually no longer true. It's almost always true. Almost no Golbat dies without setup. And they are all kind of scary. That one has acrobatics and that does a lot of damage. So you usually need to heal at some point in this area.
I always found it kind of interesting the moveset that we choose to keep here. Like we have 2 fighting moves and a rock move, and that ends up just being good enough. At least for me.
Yeah, I think older versions of this route didn't keep Rock Tomb. Or I forget. I know they got rid of Rock Tomb at some point, but it's very useful for like the moves that, for like the flying types that you can't really hit with your fighting moves, especially Golbat that only takes a quarter of the usual damage.
Mm-hmm. Ghost fighting is actually very good coverage in general, but like the main issue in the segment's the Golbat and then eventually the Crobat. So it's kind of nice to just have the move that's super effective.
Yeah, the only thing that resists here is like the Toxic Rogue and.
Yeah, that takes more damage from close combat than Shadow Claw anyway.
Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah, because close combat's boosted by stab, it's a 180 power move effectively, and even if it's not very effective, that makes it a 90 power move, whereas Shadow Claw being neutral would be 70, so you really only care about the 4 times resistances when we're talking about like using close combat, and Golbat meets that description.
Alright, this I think dies to Aura Sphere.
I would be shocked.
Maybe.
Yeah,
There's
Aura
a
Sphere is
chance.
just. This is probably like the place where Aura Sphere is just. You know, you really see how. You really see its use as just a good old reliable fighting move with good power and good power points.
I don't think we usually get our accuracy dropped at any point in this run, but the fact that it can't miss is really nice as well.
Yeah, actually, in my 2017 ESA run, I did get my accuracy dropped by Toxicroak's Mud Bomb, so it was quite nice to actually have a move that couldn't miss.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Toxicroak has
That's
Mud
like
Bomb,
the
which can't
niche
drop.
case where the never miss
Yeah.
effect is useful.
Kind of crazy to be in that position, but thankful to have it at that point.
Alright. Now, a lot of execution in this part of the game.
Post your Bible thumps in chat for the sad
Yeah.
story.
We need to see a lot of Bible thumbs.
Doing some narration.
There was a man in a Pokemon. He loved that Pokemon very much. I mean, if you have any donations here, just go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. Let me tell you a bit about our upcoming Bid Wars. Because we do have a Bid War coming up for the next run, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. Where you can select which character is in the final picture. We do have, that's 6 different choices. We have Aranea currently in the lead with $133.45. We have Cindy at $40. We have Gladio at $0. Ignis at $0. No one likes those two, I guess. We have Iris at $25 and Prompto at $88.90. So if you want any one of those to be on the final picture, you better get your donations in. We also have coming up Psyops the Mindgate Conspiracy, where you can select the skin or player model. We also have 4 different options for that. The only one currently having any donations towards it is the Clown General with $105. And well, does that not sound interesting? We also have the options of Bikini Marlena, the default skin, and Scorpion. So if you want any of the other ones, you know what to do. Please get your donations in.
You have 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. If you don't have anything to say, it's fine. But yeah, if you have anything
Well,
to say,
I do.
that's
I
good
always
too.
have more stuff to say. So, but I wouldn't want to cut into your time. So, with all of your donations, you can get eligible for one of our wonderful 2 prizes, which are 2 different specs ViewSonic monitors. You can see them at our prizes page, prizes.esamarathon.com, or by putting !prizes into the chat and following the link. So, and other than that, let's see what other runs have we coming up next, because just after this, as I said, we have Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, and then we do have Neo followed by Undertale, so you might want to stick around after this run, because those 2 are going to be awesome. And yeah, just after Undertale, we do have the Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy, so even that, there's not too much time for those 2 Bit Wars. So your donations coming if you want to change those results.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, we can play the video game again. I hope everyone followed the story, because I didn't.
Because you already know it so well, right?
Yes, big man sad.
I haven't watched that cutscene since probably release. I always run to the bathroom during it when I'm doing actual speedruns.
I was told that I'm not allowed to do that here, so
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I bet you all 3 did.
I actually did not.
No,
Wow.
yeah.
I thought about it.
I cannot confirm or deny if I went to the bathroom during the cutscene.
All right, now I don't know. Are we gonna press the red or the blue button here?
This would be a good donation incentive. Red or blue. So one of these buttons loses 1 frame.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you which one, but make the right choice, chat. Red or blue.
So what's the consensus here? I don't know.
This one says green, for goodness sake.
Oh no. That's why we can never have nice things.
Pick your favorite color, wartab.
Ah. That's slow.
Got 1 red and 2 blues so far. Yeah, that's how it stays. Looks like blue wins.
Aha, debated.
Wow, as if blue doesn't lose enough time already.
I thought you weren't gonna lose a frame, but you lost like 180 of them.
I know.
I think that was worth it. All right. Now,
Probably
French-
worth it to make me mad, yeah.
French architecture here put to its I don't even know what to commentate here. It's just
And then we
great.
have Frank, who lives in the north, whose town is made out of like cement, just perfectly standing in the background there. No issues.
Same for the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, you can tell places that have like a plot element to them because they don't get tipped over by the giant death beam. I think that guy gives you like a TM or something, so
Yeah.
his house doesn't get knocked over.
Fun fact, the music here is different in Pokemon Y. So is I think the color of this beam thing.
You know what? You're right. I think it's red in Pokemon Y.
That
Yeah,
would make
I
sense.
I got very confused. I declined a run for fake. No, I didn't, but I could have. Why would anybody want run Pokemon Y? Actually, we should maybe explain that. Why you should absolutely not run Pokemon Y.
Yeah, there's a small difference. Is it just the Hulucha route?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget which Pokemon it is, but there's a Pokemon that's like 5% in Y that you can fail to run from. What Pokemon is it?
Electric.
It's electric. So yeah, in Pokemon X you get Houndour, and
Oh yeah, Houndour.
in Y you get Electric. They are, I think, both the same speed, but Houndour does a little bit less damage and has Roar, which increases the chances to successfully run. And that's it. Only difference currently.
Yeah, very slightly better. I wonder which of the legendaries has the faster cry. Because that could come into play. Maybe you should run Pokemon Y, because in a perfect run you don't even see Houndour or Electrike, and maybe Beltal's got the faster cry. You ever think about that?
That's right.
Alright, cool. Put that doubt into your mind now. Oh, I love that PC so fast.
Yeah, except I messed it up and somehow drank the Lapras out twice.
Yeah, you need the full party for this, so that's part of the reason to collect Pokemon throughout the run. It actually does matter too, having exactly 6 Pokemon on you here. It saves time.
Yeah, it's quite convenient that it's the case.
Yeah, we just happen to get 6 Pokemon naturally as well throughout the run. We don't go out of the way for anything.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think we would need to.
Because it would like be possible to catch something on Route 1, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you're gonna be searching for Bumblebee anyway, it's not that big of a deal to catch one thing while you're waiting.
Alright. This is a new range introduced by the proteins, 4 and 16. Never lucky.
Still not acrobatic, so not too bad.
Yeah, mean look is perfect.
Yeah, coming up on the Lysandre 2 fight, so you'd probably want to heal if you got hit by acrobatics there.
Yeah. I don't know what move that Golbat has, to be honest. It might actually have leveled out of acrobatics, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
I can't
It's in
remember.
that range where it has it, I thought, though.
What level was it? I'll probably check
45.
actually. 45.
I have the trainer notes document. I could check. And if you want to run Pokemon XY, let me tell you about the
Yeah,
trainer
it still
document.
yeah, it still has acrobatics then. Still has it.
Alright.
Oh, it's also a plus defense Golbat. That probably matters.
Yes, absolutely. Now that made me sad. That info might actually made me sad.
It's
Alright.
pretty annoying.
Next Lysandre battle works identically to the previous one.
Still just as terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These fights are all scary. I mean, Gyarados in general is just a big, scary Pokemon. Except the last Gyarados, for some reason, that you'll see in a bit.
It's kind of sad that we no longer like do the non-scary thing, because it was interesting. Where you would like turn on, like switch your battle style to switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean not for this one because you can switch your because you have more Pokemon now. You can just like sacrifice another Pokemon so you don't have to switch your battle style.
Yeah, so you would do like what? You sacrifice your starter and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
switch your starter. And it's actually something I timed at ESA 2017.
that's funny.
Yep, pretty much the same idea here, trying to bait Outrage out of the Gyarados.
Yep, and success again.
Nice.
Good stuff.
And there. Okay,
Could you,
so
do you switch Lucian if you don't get Outrage there to force it?
I think it's better to do it with Squirtle.
Oh, interesting.
I think IMAX had tested a bunch of the Pokemon and found that Squirtle had the higher odds, but I wasn't there to check. And we're done.
Very nice.
Also, yes, if you miss Rock Tomb, it becomes spicy. That also used to be a range, but Proteins fixed that. Alright, damageless hideout.
Yeah. This is also one of the kind of an interesting area, and one of the very few times in Pokemon speedruns where your partner can be useful.
And
You almost
actually,
always deal with an idiot. But
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen your partner not be useful here. I'm sure it can happen though.
I've seen it once, I think, but it's because I'm the idiot, not them. If you care to talk to Croak here by accident, then
Oh,
you look like an idiot.
oh, you probably get crit by Sucker Punch and die, huh? Or be one way, like, oh, it could
Yeah, maybe.
get messed up.
yeah, I think I've seen this go wrong once.
But then you probably just send in Delphox and have that use Psychic instead.
Yeah, true. You can also always just like close combat twice or whatever.
Alright,
Well,
this is
you
the
need
most
you
annoying
need the
battle.
close combats though.
Yeah, this fight's awful. The Manectric has static
Yeah.
and
Roar.
roar. Yeah.
Oh,
even
yeah.
worse.
Discharge, roar, fun stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
And the Mightyena drops your attack when you come in. They have the Aura Sphere.
Oh, what? Oh no.
Oh.
Oh baby.
Well, there it is. We're on
Now
we're
I
on
have.
the Electric's Wild Ride.
Well, now Squirtle's gonna get big anyway. No.
War Turtle. War Turtle.
I don't think it'll get that big.
It might get enough XP. Now, this is kind of important here that the
Maybe it
experience in this game works out the way it does,
Bro.
because he doesn't lose the XP.
No. 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 No.
Wow.
I refuse.
Wow.
Oh, wow! He actually
Will
picked chest spin too?
Will
Why
again.
chest spin? That's like the... Oh my god. Of course you had to pick that.
They're all gonna get big. It's random when
my
Pokemon comes in, and that was the worst case scenario twice, and discharge, and paralyze.
Oh my
Perfect
goodness.
fight.
Someone clipped that. That was probably the worst fight someone ever had.
That might
this is-
actually be.
That was like a Rhyhorn fight.
What are you talking about? That was much slower than the Rhyhorn. You can't call that a Rhyhorn fight, you kidding me?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I had it backward.
That was an anti-Rhyhorn fight.
That's an
So
Onyx
come on, are
fight.
we gonna evolve? It's close. 15. Oh.
Oh, tension building.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
not quite, not quite.
Squirtle might though with the extra level at the
Come
start.
on.
It's close. Come on. We want the War Turtle.
Oh.
Come on. It learns another move here,
Oh.
I think. Ah, come on.
I told ya.
Calculated by wartab not to have any of his Pokemon evolve and waste time. Great work, wartab, saving maximum time, even with a bad fight.
Saving maximum time.
Got better. Remember to heal that paralysis though.
Yeah, you are paralyzed right now.
I don't think that fight can go any worse.
I mean, if you got crit by the discharge, it could have gone worse.
Well,
And
we
for-
didn't get damageless fire doubles.
Oh, you don't say. It could have been damageless, actually.
If the discharge didn't come off, it would have been damage.
That's so sad. Oh, no fake out. That sucks. Yo.
Yeah, this is this.
Can
this
you
is
like
an inter-
chill?
This double's interest. What?
Wow.
Oh wow! All right. Damn. Okay, that's very unlucky because flamethrower does not kill, which is why you target the Scrafty. It's quite
Luckily,
interesting
it
this fight
revives,
because
so.
it's quite interesting because the Scrafty has bad AI, but the Houndoom has good AI. So if you wanted to, play it a bit risky, you could just KO the Houndoom and hope that Scrafty didn't use high jump kick on you. But you generally don't want to do that because it's a possibility and it's scary. But apparently so is dying to a crit flamethrower, so yeah. Dang,
Yeah,
these
you kind of have to
flare
take a
devils have been
risk on
awful.
one. Like, one of your Pokemon has to take a risk. You just take the one that's the smaller risk. And unfortunately, today was the day that Houndoom decided to critical.
Honestly, I just select a Pokemon that's an A click away.
Meowstic not going for Fake Out is really weird too.
Yeah.
Really? No, I think
It's
it's
pretty weird.
Huh.
Like I've Fake Out is very common now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's obviously common, but it's like not as common as like
Maybe you're
Psychic-
just unlucky.
yeah. I guess everyone has like his unlucky fight here.
Yeah, I've got the Earthquake from Gyarados, and you've got the disarming voice from Meowstic, I guess.
I usually get foul play on Meowstic though, not flamethrower.
Yeah, that's pretty good if you just don't get hit by Flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, the rivals are going to actually be useful. One rival will flail her arms and then distract two of these people you would have had to fight.
Yeah, it's just statistically more useful than Kalon because you only let you skip one fight.
Yeah, exactly. He also didn't fake out, so we're still not talking. No longer friends.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Kind of
orange.
interesting with these fights, you do them in a really weird order. I think you delay fighting the Manectric fight because static, as you've seen throughout the run, is not fun to deal with.
Yeah, and you get a
then-
free heal just after the Manectric then.
Yep. Yeah, so if you get static, it doesn't lose any time because you just get the heal after the legendary coming up.
Yeah, a lot of things align quite nicely in this.
Yeah, for sure. I also love the animation. This guy just like punches his head whenever he loses.
Oh, I'm just barely like in acrobatics range here. Oh no, I'm not. Never mind, I lied. But I was in range for Swatted anyway. After acrobatics. So that was actually not smart because no.
That was
could've
critical protection.
Look, it's
You were
fine.
gonna
If you get
crit
if you get acrobatics here, you'll look like a genius.
Mhm.
Yeah. Especially after all this talk here.
You were going to be critical, now you won't. So it was just good play. Just to put him on a good RNG seat here.
Yeah, I mean the only reason he didn't get crit there was because of the heal.
Yeah.
Exactly, you're right.
He also would have missed. I just did the math on that previous hit point value, so
I just did the math.
yeah. So it worked out like perfectly. You not only didn't get crit, but you also hit the rock tomb.
Yeah, I'm glad we've got so many experts in here to confirm these things.
Yeah, I was running the numbers there for like a minute. So I love this fight. You just
There has to be
sword
like
stance
at least
punch
one
him.
person in the chat believing that.
I mean, maybe.
I'm sorry if it's you.
I forgot to use the PP up.
Ooh,
Alright,
yeah.
you don't need it here.
Yeah, I know, but I always forget to do it after this.
Yeah, exactly enough moves to get through here, because we'll have to close combat the Manectric as well.
Now we will also have to get some blesses for the catch here.
Do we have any luxury balls left?
We have a repeat ball.
I think we have one left. I don't know if I actually live a hit.
Go
to-
try it for the content.
I mean, we can. The Halucha catch allows for a lot of content, actually.
I wonder what the chances are of catching Xerneas at full health with a luxury ball.
It's
Um,
actually a lot better than you would think.
Yeah,
I think
the-
it's 10%.
Cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
a-
about 10%.
yeah, they made legendaries these legendaries a little easier to catch because they're required for the story.
Yeah, they're 45 catch rate, so it's roughly... It's a little bit worse than Halucha, but around the same. Halucha's 90, I think.
Looks like about a 12%.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's better than I thought.
If we had a quick ball, that would be 40%.
There's a pretty funny thing you can do. When you catch this legendary, you get a new PC box if it's sent to the PC. So when is 31 boxes speedruns?
That sounds like something you would do.
It does.
Just catch 900 Pokemon, then the legendary.
Beautiful cutscene. Hey, and you know what the upside is of going for a ball that is unlikely to catch this? We get to hear the music longer.
True, I agree. Really cool soundtrack. One of my favorite legendary themes.
Will be the first time ever I hear that for more than 3 seconds.
You normally just chuck the Master Ball and move on.
Don't we also have a timer ball for turn 2?
You get repeat balls
A repeat ball.
from Star, yeah. Oh, think of how much it's gonna love you if it gets in. As it sits in the PC forever.
Oh, I believed.
Oh, what?
Oh my
so
goodness.
close. My god.
Almost a Pokemon Master.
We can't die on this turn, so I'm trying once again.
Okay.
Come on.
Throw your repeat ball.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, not
Wow.
bad.
Oh my
we
goodness.
did it.
What
Wow.
a play.
Nice 12%.
Check the mods folder.
Yeah.
Alright.
There you go. Now we can save our Master Ball for any random shiny swooping encounter we get or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Still gonna kill
The
that,
Aria
though.
dose we'll get in 20 minutes.
That's right. Or
Also,
that
can we talk
Durant
about
we
the
get if we mess up the
attire?
movement.
I always love when trainers have like this crazy gear or whatever, and all it does is throws the ball. It's like, how'd that help? At least in like Sun and Moon, when whatever her name is, Lucamine has her transformation, her Pokemon get stat boosts, but like, what's this outfit for?
And where
Yeah,
did
you
this
don't
fire come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look safe standing on lava like that. Especially for a steel type.
Yeah, imagine if this like inflicted burn on you or something. That would be so bad.
He has like Magma Storm or something.
Yeah,
so
that's
the reason Gyarados
Sorry.
is no longer a threat this fight is it's going to change types for us, which is really convenient.
Yeah, you're also seeing why having a full party is useful here, because otherwise Xerneas would force itself to the front of your party, and you'd have to do some switching out for the fight to work properly.
Yeah, that's true. If you have an open party space, it actually forces the front of the party for some reason, not like
Yeah.
in the back.
Like
in
I'm the
World
main character now, but
Cup. Yeah, it's like a plot thing. They're like, oh, it'll be cool for the plot.
Yeah, it's just worse than Lucario. Alright, thank you, Dark type. There's a 1 and 2.
VGC players are mad that you just said Lucario is better than Xerneas.
I'm feeling for Lysandre here. He looks quite upset. I think he actually dies here. Alright. That was a third Lysandre battle. Now we just clean up the rest of the game and we're done.
Yeah, the whole thing of Pokemon games where you get like 6 or 7 badges and then, oh, it's time to stop the evil team and now you can go finish off
Yeah.
the league.
it's time for the plot dump.
You've got the rival dump and then pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
the end of the game. Also, nothing about this story makes sense to me ever. Like, what was the purpose of that? Also, shout out to Frank, still
He
standing.
I don't know. He was just really upset at his mistake to Mega Evolve Gyarados against Lucario.
Right.
He's like, I'm never gonna live this down.
Imagine if it was random. If you had like AI that was like random on the Mega Evolution.
Oh jeez.
I'm
Oh,
not
please
gonna
no.
Mega this time.
Oh, that'd be a fun fight.
Very fun. Also, it's kind of sad they put out like Megas last because they would do much more damage on you if they were like the lead.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
the time they come out, you're just already set up, and it's like, well, see you later.
Shouts to Let's Go.
Yeah. It's a prime example of why that would be actually challenging.
Hmm.
Alright, now let's fly. Also, this is a game that, like, one of the last games that doesn't give you free heals at every street corner. If I remember correctly, in Sun Moon, there's like 28 free heals throughout the run. Here's like
Ooh.
3.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
like Gen 8, I'm not even counting. It's probably double.
It's
So
pretty
many.
nice in this game not having the free heals though, because a lot of the time you know you're doing death warps and whatnot. Like if you got a free heal after Grant, for example, you're kind of a pain.
That was stupid, and I should have hit that trainer.
Oh
did.
yeah, wow.
I overshot that. It's because the movement there is kind of awkward because you have to avoid like a tree encounter and then go up slightly to not bonk into the bridge. But if you do that too slowly, you will just run into the trainer. It's just... I hate that
It
movement.
was just a wobbly bridge. It's, you know, it's only natural.
Exactly. Thank you, Garth.
It's like
that's
really
how you're
awkward to
here.
go like that slight distance up. You have to like kind of nudge yourself because you don't want to go to the middle of the bridge, but you need to get onto the bridge itself.
Okay, who's ready for some content? Gonna go for 9 and 16 range. No button, regardless of what happens.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, in this case, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, did the good thing.
Oh.
Stuff. Oh, you got it as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the range anyway.
Yeah, this used to be a much worse range before the proteins.
It was like 3 and 16, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The one number I remember from my days of running, my week of running.
Yeah, and if he damages you and you miss the you miss the range and he damages you again on the second turn, you have to heal after this fight. But it's a nicer range now, so it probably is just worth going for it.
I don't know, I still don't go for it normally.
You could go either way.
Okay. And I always make sure to go up those stairs. So that's something I never do and always hit an optional just a few steps later.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the 3 battles where having dig is amazing because it's on a bridge. And
Yeah, it's so true.
I mean, you would have gotten rid of Dig by now, but it would have been funny.
They just see you like and hit you. They're like, yeah, just like aim around the bridge, aim around the flooring. You take fall damage for using it this way.
And this is once again, like, we are starting to be very over-leveled. I was about to say mega over-leveled, but that could have been confusing for some people.
Yeah, you keep pretty good pace for a long time in this run, but toward this segment during the lab, you kind of start feeling really overleveled.
and overpowered as well, especially when the last gym of a game gives you a Delibird to battle.
Or Delibird.
Whoa, Delibird trade on main is sub 4, so I mean,
Not in
can't talk
this.
too much.
Which game we talking about
Trash
here?
talk the bird.
I'm actually not sure, Garth, because that sounds like something. It sounds like something I don't believe.
What?
Sub 4 where?
Crystal any percent.
Crystal Key had randomizer by Swift.
All right.
Okay, yeah, got me there. Yeah, I didn't even use the fact that I was fully healed here because I wasn't focusing. I could have used sword stance on the Crodont because it usually uses sword stance when you're at full HP, and this would have been faster than taking damage.
Yeah,
Basically the free heal here anyway, so it's not that big a deal taking damage.
Fun fact, Roserade's only move is Petal Dance. Geno is dedicated to dance moves.
Oh.
He is just... Yeah. That's just his thing. He lives it.
That's actually so true, yeah, 'cause he's always dancing and whatnot. It's really funny.
Wait,
Yeah,
is that
his Pokemon all have like dance moves. He's
Like
like he has sword dance on
Crab
his... He has sword dance on his... Yeah, okay, fine. We can't just have a... You have a Pokemon with just sword dance, can you? That would be... You know,
I
you'd
wouldn't
never
put it
win.
past him.
I mean, +6 struggle does a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's got Sword Dance on all his Pokemon.
He
except for-
came one gen too early. He didn't get the Oricorio with Revelation
Yeah.
Dance.
That's what I was thinking with Dancer ability and whatnot.
Nice, didn't get paralyzed, Garth. Nor crit.
Uh-huh, yeah,
Well done.
man. Yeah, this is another fight that just tended to go badly for me. It's like I would just get paralyzed by Thunderbolt after curing paralysis from Nuzzle.
Yeah, I think Garth lost like a minute on this battle alone in his PB.
Yeah.
And casually outspeeding an Aerodactyl. Which
It's
we are
actually
like,
pretty close, I think.
is it? You're like 16 levels higher. It probably is, right?
I think it's like 150 speed if I remember correctly.
That's crazy. I think the Jolteon on Victory Road is like a few speed points lower than you.
Yeah,
like
if you're
Mhm.
one level lower, you speed tie that Jolteon.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's in the 180s, I remember. I think it's like 181, 182, something like that.
Do we have time for a donation?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. We have $10 from Ungermax saying this donation is in honor and memory of my mother, who recently passed away from early onset Alzheimer's. Here's to coming together to destroy such a horrible disease. My heartfelt condolences to you, Ungermax, and thank you very much for your donation. We also have $38 from Sati Bunsen saying donating for the dex number of my favorite Pokemon, Ninetales. Fun little fact, it is based on the kitsune of Japanese folklore, which depicts a fox that that gains up to 9 tails with age. Oh, I can't read anymore, but thank you very much for that donation.
Garth, I
Good
hope
job
you
not getting lost.
Thank you. I hope Garth is proud at least because I ran in front and not behind the trainer this time.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that. That's earned my respect.
So easy to earn
Although
Garth's
you
respect.
did, well, okay, well you did bonk a bit, but you know.
Can't let him have it.
Yeah, fine. Is that even a trainer?
Well, you think I've just been lying to you all this time? It's like actually, there's no risk at all. No, she is a trainer.
Time for the most dangerous gym in existence. You've got like slippery pathways, giant rotating platforms, sharp icicles that are prone to falling at any moment.
And delibirds that might attack you.
True, that's even more scary.
And disgusting diagonal movement.
Yeah, this is probably the trickiest diagonal movement in the run if you want to talk to trainers. Apart from maybe the Victory Road trainer. When you're on your bike, I still haven't quite figured out what your angle you're supposed to use for that. But yeah, for these ones, you kind of have to. If you want to do it without stopping, you got to like run to the left or run to the right, and then like move 135 degrees in the other direction. It's a little tricky to do that.
Also, every solution, well, for this first one, it's like the slowest possible answer.
They really
hit
wanted
both of them like 3 times.
They really want to show off these structures, huh? I feel like this game did a lot of look at our big epic 3D gyms kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't hate. It's
Alright. So this is... I don't have anything to say here. It's just one shot.
How did you outspeed that mammoth swine? Isn't that like double the Rhyhorn speed?
It's not in snow. Did you forget?
Oh, this is just in ice. Yeah, you're right.
Shen, please focus.
Yeah, that's my bad, honestly.
This is actually slow.
I know you have to do
yeah.
it with like slowest possible combination. I love the notes, and when I like made my own personal copy of the notes, for the first one, instead of having like the giant list where it's like pink X3, blue X, or pink X2, blue X3, I just said slowest possible combo. It always works. Because the slowest possible answer is also the fastest possible answer.
I just like how, in order to get through the gym, you have to like leave these people stranded on the platforms.
Yeah.
I never
They get
thought about that.
airlifted out to get home every day.
That's kind of cruel.
I guess
mean,
they have,
they can push their switches on their
as
own.
I said, they have one button.
No, but when you win, it's like completely broken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have to like rappel up to the thing on the top, the pathway.
That's right. One of them's got a delibird. They can just fly out. That's what it's for. There we go. We cracked the code.
Yeah, we're
don't know
learning
if
They
so.
rescue all their friends every day.
I don't know if I would trust a delibird to hold my weight.
Look, if it's good enough for Santa, it's good enough for me.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, Aura Sphere, guys. Aura Sphere.
It's actually so important to keep Aura Sphere for this long too, because a lot of these things wouldn't go down to close combat, even if you had like enough PP on it.
Yeah,
I
like
think the cloister, the table thing coming up.
table.
I think Avalug. I think Cloister might die.
Oh.
Avalug would definitely survive, I reckon. But,
Well, Shen, you can't beat this. This is the slowest. Is when you do it once to...
oh, good job.
Oh no.
I think one of the other options works, but I don't want to say something wrong.
I
I
don't
think
know for
option
sure.
3 works as well. It's just for the first puzzle, not the second.
It's because there's like some slight delay when you move,
Mm-hmm.
and no.
Just know that all the trainers you beat are laughing at you. You failed the children's puzzle even though you beat their ice Pokemon.
Fun fact, Wolfric is 3 tiles wide.
And 2
The
tiles taller.
sleeves.
Yeah, you can talk to him from like an off-center tile like that.
Yeah, he's wider than tall.
But you saw the belly slap.
Quite
Why is he
impressive.
not? He has this jacket like around his neck, but not his arms in it. Why?
He's vibing, I don't know. So what's the game plan going into this fight, wartab?
Click the best move.
Perfect, thank you.
Actually, there's something like slightly interesting is the choice to close combat the Cryogonal. Because you could close combat a lot of other things in this gym.
Mm-hmm.
But there, if you miss Rock Tomb, you just take hail damage.
I think it
Yeah, that
also
would
has
be
Confuse
unfortunate.
Ray, which is a bit of a pain.
Oh yeah, right.
And thankfully we have Aura Sphere for the ace table, or that thing would be very annoying.
I think it's actually arranged with proteins.
Wow,
would be
that's
fun.
kind of impressive. It is super effective, but still pretty impressive that can kill.
But I miss those good TMs.
Yeah, no kidding. You get so many like good TMs in this game just in general.
Yeah, those trainers are clearly stranded.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. I've forgotten exactly what the gym looked like. After all that.
They should really have like a ladder or something, so we aren't just thinking about them this whole time. There should be like a little ladder or something. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
kind-
there's safety in this gym.
Alright, I'm gonna make sure to just be good here.
Yeah, there's like two very awkward trainers to dodge, which will be dodged perfectly live on stream.
God. I hit the double the other day. We lost 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even lying. We actually lost 4 minutes.
You
Is
kind of
that-
have to wipe, right, if you hit the double.
Well, Wartab did win, but there was a lot of bouncing involved.
And
Right.
evolving.
Nice, good stealth. Don't have
This
to heal
Kirby
anymore.
gets so bulky.
Alright. Nice.
Once again, Rock Tomb for no static.
Yep. And also because the other moves
Only
don't kill.
one. Yeah. Well,
Nice.
close combat would, but don't want to waste it. Nice.
Thank you, Shen. Okay, now we're entering Victory Road with this physically very interesting entrance.
Oh yeah, this game's really cool for the quote-unquote badge check.
I'm still interested in how those stairs work, but I think we'll never get an answer.
I've always just assumed, like, because of how much more money the trainers in this region give you than usual, they were just blowing it all on their victory road. Like a $500 million entrance.
Oh, you did. You talked to her. That's a lot harder than it looks.
Mm-hmm. That diagonal movement.
Yeah, it's basically 50-50.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time you do movement, you kind of just hope to get the diagonal, and if you miss it, you just go into the line of sight.
Yeah. Anything else is slow.
Mm-hmm. Coming up will be the first and only usage of Rock Smash in the run. It's to dodge one trainer. So we pick up and teach Rock Smash just to avoid one trainer battle.
And if we didn't soft reset, our curse is still on Shadow Claw, which we are going to teach over Aura Sphere.
Yeah,
Finally done with Aura Sphere.
it's where reusable TMs really show their worth.
It's also nice to have all physical moves, because we're boosting with Sword Stance, which is physical pretty much every fight, so...
One of the cool strat, but it's one of the rare cases where we actually like reteach that we unlearned.
Mm-hmm. Nice snow encounter.
Dang it! Can't use this. Can't use the master ball on a shiny graveler then.
Hey, there's still a chance. Can still get a ceiling encounter. Sometimes they come out of nowhere too. They can be hard to see sometimes. You're looking for like little shadows on the ground while you're doing a lot of the movement.
And the spinner I just dodged is another optional encountered by someone in the top 5.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Almost made it, but
Also, bonking into boulders while having
Oh,
strength
this
enabled.
thing. Yeah, this is a
It's a great feat.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on there. But sometimes the boulder decides it wants to be immovable.
That's
Oh,
some
very
tough-
nice, very smooth.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, this game really rewards good movement for the optionals. I always like that about XY.
Are brave enough to do it and mess it up. A lot.
Always great to play at night because you can see that lovely sky in the background.
Yeah, I agree. It always works out that way too, because you go for the massage.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I actually don't go for a massage.
Oh, interesting. You go for the wind, I guess, then, right?
Yeah, I think that's more of a... What the hell? Garf?
Oh,
No Faco.
rare.
Wow, that is very nice.
But I still lost time because I was surprised.
Yeah, technically that's faster because you get the you just get the sword stance off without flinching.
Yeah, I mean,
but-
it was probably still faster. Because you didn't get
Yeah.
steadfast or anything.
and you still barely outspeed the Jolteon, even without the steadfast boost.
And now those who have paid a lot of attention, and I don't blame you if you didn't, but Shadowclaw is no longer in slot 4. So the odds of actually clicking close combat when you meant Shadowclaw are pretty high.
Yeah, it's always a weird thing with muscle memory with Pokemon speedruns. Usually you have your moves in the same order the whole time for whatever game you're running, and in XY they switch around quite a bit. Same with Hawlucha and Sword Stance, because with Hawlucha, Sword Stance is, I think, bottom left usually, right? Or slot 1.
It depends on which one you get. I was
Yeah.
gonna
True.
mention that. If you get the 19, it's in one spot, and if you get the 20, it's in the other spot. And then like, even across games, it can be weird. Wartab and I had this discussion the other day. Like, I always want my setup move to be in slot 1 because I'm so used to Omega Ruby with Sword Dance in slot 1. But Wartab is way more comfortable with the setup move in slot 2 because of like Sword Dance for most of the time in this game, Calm Mind and Morass, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just preference. And luckily in Omega Ruby I can pick slot 2 anyway.
Here's another fight that's a million times better with protein. Because this Bayonet used to be a range, and it had Thunder Wave, and which it always went for if you didn't KO.
I think I remember someone like losing this fight at one point because I think they got paralyzed and tried to attack through it for a couple
Oh
turns.
jeez, really? Wow.
Sounds like a very good decision to take.
I'll hit through eventually, though.
That was our last chance to get a shiny.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
flying
behind those
encounter.
rocks there could have been a swooping encounter there, but too bad.
And that is where I hit my optional. It's because Garth
Oh,
told
what,
me you
the
can go
artist?
back.
You
Yeah,
can go back.
well, you can, but I hit the trainer.
You hit the artist on the way
Yeah.
back? Yeah,
I
I've
thought-
done that too.
Dang.
Yeah. Should have taken the encounter. Eventually, I think I even took the encounter. No, did I? I don't remember.
What did the artist have? Out of curiosity.
A Smeargle.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just one Smeargle, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it died to Rock Tomb.
Oh, really? It's unboosted. Nice.
This fight's like kind of a pain.
Yeah, I got the slowest combination here.
Mm-hmm. This thing is sturdy as well, so you have to take the hit. When we say take the hit, we're gonna switch out because he's gonna Earthquake this turn, and he can break the sturdy.
Yeah.
Which
Also-
will once again be useful.
If you think you're smart, and if you miss a Stone Edge, don't heal Lucario. That is a bad decision to take, because then Gigalith will almost always eat your close combat on the next turn. Because he will use Protect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to
So-
make
Yeah.
sure that you're in death range to Earthquake to make sure he uses it.
It doesn't entirely remove the Protect chance, but it gets rid of a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that allows us to not Rock Tomb this year and not set up, so it's just straight up faster.
Yeah, in some rare cases you can just be out of Earthquake range by the time you get onto Gigalith and you can just like Swords Dance in its face, but and try and hope it like protects or whatever.
Yeah. And just sweeping.
I remember back on a really old route. I forget. I think it was before we found out about the Lucky Egg. On this fight in particular, we used to have to Mega Evolve on turn 1 because Speed didn't come into play in this gen for Mega Evolution until the turn after. And the Alakazam would like one-shot us.
Oh wow. Damn.
Don't get the defense. Nice. Alright.
But now we are just straight up faster than the Alakazam and Shadow Claw.
Yeah, it's all pretty nice. And I just like how this run aligns so well.
Mm-hmm.
The Lucky Egg just helps so much.
Yeah.
Wait, did
I
you
mean,
get
being
the
15
defense
levels
drop or not?
No.
No.
Alright.
draw.
I was wondering why you Swords Dance.
Oh. Because I was low HP and don't know why I did that. Oh, Garth just notices every single smallest, tiniest
It's alright,
mistake.
it's alright. You didn't die.
What we love about Garf.
Will we see any safety strats here? No, we won't.
Hehehe.
The one safety
love to
strat
see
I
it.
could have done is pick buy another full restore, because I used one. So now instead of playing around around 1%, we're playing around 10%.
Mm-hmm. So the Kalos E4 is kind of interesting. I think everyone only has 4 Pokemon, which isn't super typical for Elite Fours. But all the teams are pretty solid. Like, I feel like a lot of the teams are, except for the Dragon Trainer, are
Yeah, especially the
threatening.
steel types are pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boo.
Thanks, Wartab.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll be
Okay.
fighting. You fight Wilkstrom last, I think, right?
No, you
No.
fight him second.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, because you want the best odds at taking out the Gyarados and whatnot.
Yeah, you need to face Seavolve.
What is the time currently? Do I save here?
You're at 336.
What?
337 now.
What is this pace?
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah, you don't need any extra levels for Malva, but you have to enter the fight at full health, so she's a good one to face first.
Mm-hmm.
Is this me or is this actually a really good paced run?
Yeah, overall it's been pretty solid. Good Holucha
I mean,
as well,
you got some
helped
really
out.
good Holucha and Bumblebee catches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get burned, man.
Wants to show off his AI prediction skills.
So cool. It's hot, rather.
Ooh.
Yeah, Stim is Rock Tomb. Yeah, you can die in every battle on the Elite Four.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rock Team's been pretty kind to us so far.
I think this Torque will also used to be a range. Then luckily you have Shadow Claw for the Chandelure. Don't have to Rock Tomb this.
Wait, we Rock Tomb it if we had 4 HP to avoid Flame Body,
Yep.
but we're not
Yep.
4 HP.
If you're gonna have to heal anyway after the fight, you may as well risk the burn to not take the miss. Does it one-shot you from full? I don't think it does.
Yes, I'm... Who?
The
Channeler?
Chandelure.
At -2? Probably does, yeah.
Oh, you're -2. Yeah, you're super dead to that.
Now, this used to be a complicated fight. But with proteins,
Yes.
it's just so trivial.
Yeah.
I'm used to this from the good old days, so I'm gonna be very
This
interested
fight,
to
this
see how
fight's
this
gone
goes.
through quite a lot of iterations. You used to have Aura Sphere for this fight way back
Mhm.
when.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you taught Rock Tomb in the Elite Four, I think,
Yeah, I remember
over Aura
that.
Sphere. Or, yeah, or was it over Close? I can't remember. It was over something.
I think we did this fight last and taught Rock Tomb over one of our moves. Because we needed the each over at some point during the E4.
But yeah, this fight could be complicated before because the lead Clef key has a move Torment, which can force you to not be able to use the same move twice in a row. So you had to like awkwardly alternate moves. There were rock tombs you'd have to hit and stuff like that.
Yeah, now hitting the Rock Tomb doesn't matter. You still do it if you get tormented. Come on.
This thing also has Prankster, so it's guaranteed to go first if it uses a status move.
Yeah. The only
Makes-
Clef key that I know of that is more annoying in a Pokemon speedrun is the one in Ultramoon because it
Oh,
has
gosh.
Prankster and Thunderwave. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mullane's Clef is so bad.
Alright, well there's Torment on the last turn.
Okay, so we need to hit a Rock Tomb here. Well, we don't need to, but it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another
Makes the
Pokemon
fight
that's
pretty awkward
sturdy.
if you miss.
We have to break that sturdy before we can KO it.
Good.
Okay, hope the close combat kills. And now Aegislash, Garf, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, you need to be at pretty low health for this because Aegislash will. What we're doing is we're manipulating Aegislash so it never goes King's Shield, which is a move that protects Aegislash and also lowers your attack if you hit it with a contact move. The way the AI works is that Aegislash is a bit of a weird Pokemon because it goes into its Blade form to attack, which has higher attack than its Shield form. But when the AI is working out what move to use, it does the damage calculation in its Shield form. So it thinks that its Sacred Sword does like about 80 to 90 damage or something like that, and I think it's like 88 minimum or something. So
Mhm.
as long as you're below that, you're all right, and you'll go for the kill with Sacred Sword.
One of so far 100% consistent strats.
Yeah.
Like no. Wait, what health did I live at? I think I'm fine, right? Yeah.
You're about 100-ish, a little bit over. You took
But-
Iron Head at -1, like
Okay.
75, I think. Yeah, the thing that's kind of annoying about the Aegislash as well is because we were hit by Torment for that fight, it's pretty annoying to switch moves every time, because if it goes for King Shield when you go for, Shadow Claw, you have to use one of your other moves next turn, and your only options at that point would be Close Combat, which can't hit, and Rock Tomb, which is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get kind of locked in this weird, like, King Shield, and then, kind of get trolled between which move it's going to use.
And this battle is also a battle that got greatly improved by proteins because we do no longer need to hit any rock tombs on this.
Yeah, and often after Wickstrom, you don't have to heal before this
I'm
fight.
so upset.
Nice crit.
That's a bad crit, yeah.
That is so upsetting.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a shame because I mean you live here, but you still need to heal because of that rough skin.
And I don't get to troll. Because I would have trolled on Dradigon acting like I forgot about rough skin.
Yeah.
But now it's not that impressive because I don't think anybody believes about 146 recoil damage.
Yeah, that would be a little bit OP.
It's not a Pyukumuku.
Yeah, inners outs a fun ability.
And this does exactly 100% on Dradigon. Or was it?
I forget. Yeah, you had to close combat Drodigon and either rock tomb or close combat Altaria before the proteins.
Yeah, and Shadow Claw is fast because you don't get the text that drops your defenses.
It's kind of nice having the same Pokemon every run for some of these damage calculations, because then you don't have to worry as much about, oh man, I have lower attack than usual, and I need to do an extra Swords Dance here and whatnot.
Makes it a lot easier to write notes too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Shield runners know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've started working on putting the shield notes into like Emre's app thing. He's got with the so you can like with the IV Calc integration.
I've got.
I think that'd be much more readable once once that's sorted out.
My shield notes are basically a choose your own adventure book. I actually have the like level 7, 8, 9, 10 Arcanines broken out into separate sections of the notes.
That's pretty smart.
Well, it's annoying if you have to make a route update. You have to update it in 4 places, but
True, yeah.
makes reading it a whole lot easier.
Tempted not to save here.
Oh,
Jeez.
no.
Not a chance.
Huh? Really? No.
What's the
I
new
mean,
range?
Gyarados.
Gyarados is much less scary than it used to be, but it's still pretty scary.
Yeah. It's not a range anymore, right? Is that
Can
how
I
it
make
works?
him mad at least?
I think it is 15 and 16, right?
Okay, so it's just a favorable.
And you have to, yeah, I mean,
It used
so
to be
just-
like 5 out of 16 or something. It used to be so bad.
It was like, yeah, with the older strats, you had to like, I don't know what the range was, but you had to swap your Lapras in and all that stuff. And yeah, before the proteins with this strat, the range was 11 and 16. But now
AK
it's
69%.
yeah.
And now it's 15 and 16. Now you're technically even more
Basically
scared about
guaranteed.
weird AI here.
Yeah, because the AI is a bit strange here, because Earthquake is a good range to KO you, but Seabold doesn't go for it very often. He usually goes for Dragon Dance instead, try and outspeed you, but it doesn't outspeed you after one Dragon Dance, and you can just KO it with a close combat after setting up in its face.
Oh yeah, because ability change.
Oh
Of
yes,
the
that's
Mega.
right. Yeah, we were talking about Stab before and how it's 50% boost to moves of the same type. With Adaptability, which is Mega Lucario's ability, it's a 100% boost. So it's as strong as Rock Tomb against the Gyarados.
It's also accurate, which helps a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, Adaptability is a really good ability for that fight.
It's just perfect, actually. So
I always find it really cool how we only Mega Evolve, like, the fight we're forced to, and then finally, like, the last member of the E4.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty convenient. Also, we could guarantee that range with an extra protein, but then we would have to sell the big nugget that we get just before we buy the protein, so we have it, but it's very slow. So, and a 15-16 range makes for better content anyway.
Exactly.
It's always crit.
And saving is so fast in this game.
It really is. Yeah, it's the reverting that's slow. That's why saving isn't usually that big a deal in these games.
So, chat, do you think we can hit our final rock tomb? Do you think we can get through the game without missing one?
Missing the rock tomb costs you 40 seconds to say.
The content.
Content, yeah, sorry.
Also love how the champion leads our old main.
That's pretty poetic, yeah.
I get the lame fight.
Lame.
Yeah, you do not give Halucha a +2 chance to attack. It's one of the rules of the game. Not giving that a turn.
Hey, I once lived a crit.
What?
Yeah, and that is like not a +2.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is the day we found out that the IVs that Garth assumed on this battle were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was like, I assumed this would be like, oh, you know, the Elite Four's all got 22 IVs, surely the champion has as well. Nope. 8 IVs across the board for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's just a plus attack Halucha or something. Which was almost exactly the same as 22.
You hit all our rock too.
Yes.
Nice
Oh.
rock too.
And can we kill this god Aurora? Stay tuned for this long animation.
This Gardevoir is another example. If you gave it the turn to get the speed boost, it would actually be pretty fast because it's plus speed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like really fast. Now, time is not coming up in the Hall of Fame. It will be coming up in a little bit after.
No, if I'd gone massively overestimate, I would have finished here,
Yeah,
and nobody would have known.
In time.
but we've got plenty of time, so we will do the real ending.
Yeah,
Very good run.
the one
Yeah,
after the
very
credits.
There we go. We're doing true ending percent. You didn't even have to donate for it.
No secret leaderboard categories. So quiet when you're in the Hall of Fame. There's just no music.
And then that lonely Pokeball.
That's just one. Yeah.
It's like such a
Like really
such
puts
a
the
flex.
really puts the Elite Four into perspective. How like, it's like, oh wait, you really did just beat us with one Pokemon, huh?
Okay.
That's probably the biggest flex I've seen. Just strolling in there and popping like one ball on there. It's like, yeah, that's it. They all thought you had like 3 or 4 in the back.
Also in that Hall of Fame, I noticed a few people don't do it, but please make sure to press A when you run this game. Because that never ends unless you do that.
Yeah.
Alright, who's the true final boss of this game?
Is it
The
one of
last
these
fight.
people?
Who's up for the challenge?
Maybe we finally get to fight Cena and or Dexia.
Oh, is it Sycamore?
Is it Zygarde? The legendary of Gen 6 that gets a lot of
That's in
exposure?
Pokemon Z.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that
sorry.
was a Gen 7 legend. What are you talking about?
And Gen 7 has the cores.
Yeah, it actually gets
True.
more exposure in Gen 7 than Gen 6.
That's kind of weird.
The true final boss of the game, Rhyhorn. Oh
Comes
yes.
flying in out of nowhere.
Oh no! Now I know who we're fighting.
Right, so this fight's actually a little scary. He does lead a Torkoal, which we can't one-shot with close combat because it's pretty bulky. So you have to Swords Dance. It has Lava Plume.
And body
Our
press.
Body
and
press.
our last save is before the Hall of Fame, so it's like 4 minutes.
The
Yeah,
one
that's-
nice thing is the Torkoal doesn't have Drought, which makes Lava Plume even stronger. So
Yeah, so it doesn't one-shot us, so you just have to Swords Dance and
Wow,
close
that was a
combat
high
him.
roll.
Yeah, just hope you don't get burned as well.
That's just a high roll. Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh,
Wait, what
Swords
happened?
Dance
Oh,
again.
behind.
Time.
Yeah, he Swords Dance by accident.
I'm
Yeah.
Oh, what?
sorry, Tech, we baited you.
Yeah. I warned him ahead of time. I don't know if he was ready though.
Alright, GG. True ending. Lose
that-
to AZ. When is beat AZ going to be a category extension?
Just win the fight. It's just the same run.
It's like all the same except for beating AZ. Better yet, just have a whole category where you never die.
We find out it's faster
No
to
death
keep
warps.
Dig so that you can Oko the Torkoal or something.
Captain, all this time, it's been 3,000 years.
It's been 3,000 years. Yeah, exactly.
Great cutscene.
That's sometimes how this run feels too. But no, it's actually a great run with an amazing route, honestly. Like, main switching so many Pokemon is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
And this,
apart from getting the Pokemon, it's like really consistent too.
Yeah. Hawlucha is a pain, but other than that, like... And you can always save, so... It's not horrible, but... Hawlucha is pretty thing.
yeah, and
Alright,
this run right here was a really good showcase. This was the timer stopped a little bit late, but it was a 3:53, so very good time
Oh,
for
wow.
a marathon.
Really
yeah,
good.
Very good.
Props to wartab.
nice. Well, I don't know. Any final words from you guys? It used to be easier to plug the PSR Discord.
Yeah. We have lots of little PSR discords now. Because there's so many games these days, you know. Just you can pick which generation you want, but yeah, you'll find the links to the Discord by going to speedrun.com leaderboard you're interested in. And yeah.
I think that's it. from
Awesome run,
us.
wartab. Thank you very much for that and for the awesome commentary, you guys. I was like, wow, I didn't even know. Okay, do I want to cut in here for a donation or just let them talk because it's so exciting? So thank you very much for that. So you guys watching, we will cut the stream after this run for a short second to restart it. So if you want to just stand up, stretch, get something to drink, that's the perfect time to do so. And when you're coming back, we will have Final Fantasy XV Royal Edition by Chaos Lil Monster, and with a new host being Brutal Mellow, because this is the end of my shift, and I wish you a very much fun with the rest of the marathon.